Hey, Melissa, how you doing, girl? Yeah, I couldn't sleep, so I was in the bed watching Troy and couldn't couldn't catch a nap. So I decided to get up and see if anybody wanted to visit a while. Okay, well, it was me. Hey, Jody. Yeah, there's the link. If anybody wants to come up, I keep. I still don't know how to pin it up there at the top. Yeah, I don't know if I look as bad. Hey, Johnny, I don't know if I look as bad as I feel, but man, I'm telling you, this is something else. Oh, Melissa, I don't know. I guess I'm doing all right. I'm full of pills right now, so my back is feeling kind of good. I'm doped up. I never did lose my taste or smell or nothing during that when I had that COVID. Uh, and I didn't really feel bad till I went up there and got that medicine. Man, that medicine, shit. I wouldn't wish that on nobody. Man, you taking pills in the morning and for about 2 hours you feel like hell. Then during the day you get to feel a little better, and then you got to take three more at night, and it made me sick again. And I did that. I had 5 days worth of it, and so I got sick in the mornings and I got sick in the evenings for 5 straight days. And them pills was just I don't know that treatment was terrible. And my back, I couldn't hardly get to the doctor Friday morning to get tested. You know, I woke up Friday morning, my back was messed up, and I suffered. I got my pain pills renewed and got my COVID medicine, and I don't know for about 3 or 4 days I was popping in pain pills and sleeping all day. Yeah, hey CP. Yeah, CP and Melissa kept checking on me. I feel like hell. I done lost. I don't know how much weight I done lost, but I was in the a year ago. I was in the 2 years ago. I was in the 280s, 280, 287. I think it was the high heaviest I got. And Wednesday, I had to go back to the doctor Wednesday, and they weighed me. I weighed 230, 234. But I hadn't lost my I hadn't lost the taste or smell or nothing. I just don't have an appetite. But it sounded yeah. No, I ain't pregnant. No, my feet not swelling. That's the reason I had to go to Dr. Wednesday to see if my feet were still swelling. That was a 3-month deal. And I had plenty to tell that gal when I was up there this time. And I got me an MRI scheduled for Wednesday for this back. And then we're going to start the process of getting me a surgeon. Now I've already started calling, waiting on them to call me. So hopefully next week I'll hear from them. No, six months ago was when they finally figured out what was wrong with my back. It finally showed up on the X-ray from 5 years earlier, I think it was. And she said that she saw something there 5 years ago. We talked about it, but then she had both of the X-rays up there on the computer, and the vertebra, it's two bone spurs have grown off of two different vertebrae, and they touching out there. And man, it's bone on bone, and when it fires up, it's just unbearable. Fermenting's going good. The cabbage turned out excellent. I got a jar of red onions, purple onions that I fermented that are really good. The beets, I've got 4 different flavored beets, and I didn't steam them before I fermented them. So when they got through fermenting, I took them out, and each jar, I steamed each jar, the stuff in the beets, and tendered them up. They were too tough to eat, but now they're real tender, but they taste like beets. And I hadn't eaten out of but 1 jar of them, and it's the one that I put dill in. I got a lot of dill in it, and you can taste the dill in it, but they have a real earthy taste. This jar does, and I got 3 more jars that I hadn't eaten any of. And I got the pickles. I got 3 different jars of dill pickles, and some of them are real crispy, and some of them are soft. They still taste good, but I like, you like them crispy. So I'm gonna have to get better at my dill pickles. But now I got a gallon, 2.5 gallons of tomatoes, red tomatoes, that they won't be ready till the 5th of February. And I'm anxious to try them. They look pretty. Yeah, he's dipping. But so far, everything's turned out. I hadn't had to throw anything away. And that dadgum sauerkraut is it's out of this world. And, oh boy, that's some good stuff there now. Well, I bought these cucumbers at the grocery store, and so who knows how old the damn thing were. But you're supposed to cut both ends of them off. The flower, the end. Oh, I love dill pickles now. The flower end of the cucumber, it produces some kind of an enzyme that will cause them to be soft. So I read. And I didn't cut the ends of all of them off. I cut the ends of a bunch of them off and quartered them, And like I said, some of them are real crispy, and just like you like, and then some of them aren't. But these also wasn't the kind of cucumbers. These are those dark green skinned cucumbers. I don't think they're the right cucumber. But I'm gonna eat most of them. And then when my cucumbers in the garden come off, that's the ones I'm gonna really get after and try to do right. But that sauerkraut, that stuff is just too good. It's amazing how good that stuff is. Yeah, he's running around playing. He was over here growling a minute ago. He's having a fit. But CP told me that sauerkraut was good, and I never thought anything about it till I ate that store bought up there at my son's house over right after Christmas with that garlic in it. And man, that stuff was good. So that's what got me started on it. Well, I had a gallon of it out there, Melissa. I'm down to about half a gallon now. And I hadn't eaten any with any meat yet. All I do is I go out there and get me a potion in a bowl out of the refrigerator and put some pepper on it, and mix it up and go to town. And then drink the juice. That stuff is good. I won't never be without sauerkraut ever again. I saw a recipe for this slaw mix that you buy. You know, to buy a little pound of slaw in the little bags. You can ferment that same way you do the cabbage, except this has already got two kind of cabbages, plus it's got carrots in it. Now I'm gonna try a sack of that and see how I like that. But I got to make some that don't have so much garlic in it, because cake can't handle that much garlic. This stuff has got some garlic. Yeah, it's already chopped up. All you have to do is put the salt to it and mash on it for about 15, 20 minutes. And get that liquid out of it. But sauerkraut is so easy to do. It's just, it's nothing to it. It's not even really time consuming. But the next time I do cabbage, it's gonna be on the tailgate of my truck. I ain't gonna do it in the kitchen no more. That stuff gets all over everywhere. Yeah. That's how CP does it. So far, all I've done is just eating it. Hey, Brian B. But I've gotten full swing into this fermenting stuff. I got a taste for that kind of stuff, because I like that flavor. I like that. And you don't use any vinegar, but it's got a vinegary flavor to it, and I love it. But I think I messed up by making. Hey, Tay, I got four. See, I got 4 quarts of beets. Well, Lord have mercy. Drooling on my pillow. How long it take one fella to eat 4 quarts of beets? That's too many. That's way too many. Now sauerkraut, that's hey gig. Uh, Sauerkraut's a little different story, but and I did one little quart of onions. No, I did a 16 or a pint. I did a pint of purple onions, so that ain't so bad. Uh, you know, and I put a spoonful or a forkful of them peppers of that onion over in that sauerkraut, and man, that's good stuff. Mm. But but the tomatoes. Hey Jody, let me get Jody up here.
Hey,
Hey, hey Jody.
that was quick.
Yeah, well, I was saw you pop up.
How you doing? You had
Doing
the
all
COVID?
right. Huh?
You've had the COVID?
Yeah. I had COVID, but my back was what had really had me. My back hurt so damn bad that they could have given me anything for COVID. But all I was looking for was relief from my back, and they gave me my pain pills and got me a good supply of them, and I made it through it. It usually takes about 4 or 5 days for it to ease up,
Mm-hmm.
and it did, and it's eased up now to where I didn't take a pain pill last night.
Hmm.
Uh, and I won't take one tonight, but I take Advil.
Mm-hmm. My
Yeah.
oldest daughter's got a bad back.
Huh?
My oldest daughter has a bad back.
Well, I finally found out what was wrong with mine, and
What?
I'm gonna get it fixed here in another couple of weeks or months, I guess.
Yeah.
I got bad bone spurs,
No.
and two of them are touching, and
Mm-hmm.
then I got some more spurs that are not touching, and then I got it's on the X-ray. It's down in the very bottom of my spinal cord. There's one there, and they can't tell whether it's fused together or not on the X-ray. It looked like it's fused together, she said,
Yeah.
but that MRI will give the doctor something to go on, a specialist, and they say it's a possibility they may be able to just dissolve those things, that they won't have to operate. They'll have to operate, but they dissolve them with some kind of something. I don't know. But yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get this thing fixed because if it wasn't for my back, hell, I'd be cooking with blue gas. I'd be going and doing pretty good. But when my back goes out, that's it.
Yeah.
It ain't nothing gonna happen when your back's hurt.
Nope. You're down, that's for sure.
And it's getting more regular with me. It was about once or twice a year, and then it got gradually more and more. And walking up down that river bank didn't help it a bit. Uh,
Yep.
that's what I've been eating. Yeah. Yeah, all that fermented food is good for you, though. It's got all that probiotics in it. Yeah, look, you got over there on my socks.
I can barely see chat. I have to squint to see it. Wait. Oh, never mind. I won't use it. I got this magnifying glass that sits in front of it for me to read it.
Oh, okay.
The crap what you've been eating is the problems, what TX Tiger said. Yeah, you've been eating
Rotten food.
that rotten cabbage. That
That's right.
expensive cabbage. What's it called? Benici or something?
No, it's sauerkraut's what I'm eating.
Yeah, what is it called? That fancy stuff.
Kamichi,
Kamichi.
Kalichi or something. I ain't made none of that yet.
Have you not?
No. I hear you, Brian B. Yogurt. Well, it's funny. Uh, Over Thanksgiving, I mean, over Christmas, I had gotten sick at my stomach. And when I was up at Reed's house, I asked Jenny, this his wife, I said, Jenny, you got any yogurt? I need something to put some enzymes in my stomach. My stomach is, you got to have certain stuff in your stomach to be, you know,
Nah,
working or whatever it does. And she
nah.
said, no, I ain't got any yogurt, but I got some sauerkraut, and it's the same thing. Now, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
And she had a sack of garlic sauerkraut. It was a sack of it she bought in the store. And I'm a fool for garlic, and this was fermented stuff from the store that she could buy up there in Arkansas. We can't buy it here. And that's what got me on that stuff. 'Cause I ate that. It was about a half a sack, and I ate it all. And I woke up the next day, and my stomach was fine.
Was you blocked up or something?
No, no, I was just sick at my stomach.
Oh,
Bad sick at my stomach. I mean, I was
yeah.
queasy. Uh, I don't know whether I got I, I ate a Zatarain frozen gumbo to dinner.
Hmm.
You know, this little Zatarain package. Well, I love that stuff. I eat the gumbo all the time. And I ate one before I went up there, and I got sick before I went to Arkansas. And that's the only thing I had to eat. That was the only thing.
Yeah.
So it was bad. It was something bad in it that I got food poisoning, I guess what you call it.
I've been getting a lot of bad box food, and it's not been cooking right.
Yeah, well, I, I still got about five of them things, and it's gonna be hard for me to eat them
Yeah.
after that spell I had. And I mean, I know that's what it was because it wasn't like I had eaten several things. That was it. Hey,
Yeah.
half century backwoods mindset. But anyway, I get all this taken care of in the next month or so. I'll be good to go. Heck, I hadn't even been metal detected.
Nope.
And the weather's right for it too. Bad yellow.
I made. I got a box of bad Jello. and Made it.
Really?
Yeah. It's just sitting there in the fridge. I ain't thrown it out yet.
Hmm. I don't know what's going on with the supply chain, but
Hmm.
damn eggs is $8 a dozen in places. I mean, that's crazy. But I don't CP finna get in the chicken business. Half century that made him some fermented cabbage.
He did.
I see, he said he did.
Hold on just a second.
But CP is CP gonna say he gonna get in the chicken business. I told him, man, I was in the chicken business when I was in junior high school, and I had to feed 200 of them dang things, and I ain't never feeding another chicken. They eat you out of house and home.
What, chickens?
Hell yeah.
They eat your scraps. Well, they don't mind, but you ready to see it?
Dr. Jody, what now?
That's my Jello.
Oh, God. That looks like paint.
Dishwater.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened to it. Do you hear it?
Yeah. Some, it ain't got something. What,
Yeah.
what, what flavor is that?
Blue raspberry.
Oh, Lord. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't eat Jello, but I was gonna make some.
That don't look like. I don't believe I'd eat that.
Hey, you want me to send it to you and you eat it? It
No,
probably gets you going. That'd be good for your stomach.
no, I don't want it. Heck, no, I don't want it.
It don't even smell.
No, that don't look good at all.
I know. It looks awful.
Have you? Did you even try to taste it?
Should I?
You should try it just to put a little bit in your mouth just to see what it tastes like.
Let me get a fork.
All right, it may be good.
Oh yeah.
Oh, she's gonna try this stuff. She'll eat that whole thing sitting right there. Yellow. Oh, that does look rough.
You can tell I've been bored all night.
Well, I've seen you in several lives.
Yeah.
I
I
want
want a little bit.
golly, you got a chunk of it.
No, that's just a little bit.
Okay. Oh man.
It's really tough. It's like a jelly, a gummy.
A gummy bear?
Hmm.
Was it? Is it sweet?
Got a kick.
Well, maybe it's good.
No,
It just don't look good.
ugh. Tastes soapy.
Oh, oh shit. It's soapy. You didn't wa You washed the container out?
Yeah, but
Maybe not good.
apparently not good enough.
Maybe not good enough. Oh shit. So you know it does favor a little that Dawn dishwasher. It's kind of got some blue color to it.
That's what it looks like.
Dang. Lord have mercy. Yeah. Hey, Steve Lope. And
It's
actually,
Vegemite was still worse. Yeah.
they're gonna be blowing bubbles. Mm, yeah. Well, 50 Cent, how long has your crop been fermenting? Make sure you keep it all underwater now. Don't let none of it get up above the top of the water. She sure tasted it now. I saw her. Put it in her mouth.
It was bad. I'm glad I didn't get a big spoonful though. I would probably spit it out.
Mm, you made it good. Yeah. Yeah, you did. What you keeping it pressed down with 50 cents? What you got it mashed down with? You got some of those stones or what? Yeah, put garlic into it, and I'm right, man. Garlic in sauerkraut is good stuff, and they use caraway seeds too. I hadn't put any caraway seeds in anything.
Ugh.
Yeah, I wished it wasn't so hard to get a hold of. You got the glass weights, okay? I'd hold that cabbage up, but they look pretty. Do this outside in the refrigerator.
Do you grow cabbage in the summer when you garden?
I don't grow cabbage. Uh, I have grown it, but
Hmm.
I don't have a very big garden, and so any cold crops I raise them in the fall, plant them in late August, and then harvest them
Mm-hmm.
in December and January. Well, we had that bad freeze in December this year, and my broccoli. I got a little broccoli. I got four big cauliflowers, and I got probably 30 Brussels sprouts, and I got a few kohlrabi, and then that freeze hit and it killed everything.
You need one of them little greenhouses.
No,
My
uh-uh.
sister uses that all winter long.
No, I don't. I don't need to be doing that all winter long. No, I got my tomato plants already started in the utility room out there under a grow light.
I
I may
can't do
be.
no good with a seed.
Well, every one of mine. Well, I planted 16 seeds and 15 of them came up.
But I can get them to come up, but they just get long and straggly.
Yeah, you got a grow light on
No, I put them under a fluorescent light in my kitchen, under my
them?
cabinet.
Well, I bought a little LED grow light that I got mine on, and it's on a timer,
Mm-hmm.
and I run it 9 hours a day. It cuts off, and it comes back on. And so if they get leggy, what I'm gonna do is just repot them and put them down deeper in the pot,
Yeah.
and that way they'll grow. I mean, that's where I did my broccoli and stuff this fall.
Mm-hmm.
See, I started all it on the back of the boat up under the carport,
Yeah.
and it got leggy, and I dug them all up and buried them deeper,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and they took right off, and put more roots on and everything, and they did good when I set them in the ground.
Yeah.
It's kind of tedious, but you can do it.
But buying plants is so expensive.
Well, if you buy a bunch of them, hey Troy,
Hey, Troy.
no, I'm not growing weed. I got some in the refrigerator and y'all that made into cookies, but I ain't growing it. Magic cookies. And Troy been bass fishing all night.
Mm-hmm.
I tried to tell him where to go catch some bass, but he wouldn't listen. I told him he need to be fishing on a sandy bottom. That's where the bikinis hang out.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't catch any fish, at least you can have something to look at.
That's right.
Half Central said he's already eating cabbage.
I'm fixing to start that carb diet. I'm gonna get me some cabbage and cook it. I like
Yeah,
it cut up, and fried.
yeah, yeah. Hey, Alvin. Yeah,
Alvin.
I love fried cabbage.
Mm-hmm.
Listen to my computer.
That's loud. I
Yeah,
thought someone was vacuuming or a hair dryer.
I don't know what it's called. It's got hot, I reckon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still got it. I
You ain't
use
got a CD in it, do you?
it. I don't think it do. It ain't supposed to be. I don't even know where you put it in over yonder. No, I don't think it. No. Yeah, I got some of that CBD cream. Gig. It works good too. Now it's making more noise than it normally does. I started with 5 pounds of cheese. Yeah, you take 5 pounds, eat 5 pounds of cheese, you're gonna be taking something else. So you're gonna be locked up, boy.
Is that really true about that?
What's that?
Cheese locking you up.
It does me.
Hmm. I don't eat much cheese. I don't know if it's just a joke or if it's true.
No, it's true. It's now that old hoop cheese, the
Mm-hmm.
red rind cheese.
Yeah.
And you let it sit out on the table and hey, Robin, let it sit out on the table and get room temperature.
Mm-hmm.
You can eat about all that you want and it won't bother you. But that cold cheese you reach and get in out of the refrigerator, that stuff's hard to digest.
Oh.
And I just ate some cheese on a salad.
I eat pepper jack cheese
Yeah.
on roast beef sandwich, and I eat a cheeseburger. That's about it.
Well, see, that's all hot cheese. That's all melted. It's
Yeah.
not so bad. But 5 pounds, I don't care what. It don't make no difference. What high it is, 5 pounds of cheese, it ain't going through you.
Yeah.
That's too much cheese. I tell you what I have been doing though. I've been guzzling that damn honey since I've been sick.
Yeah.
I've drunk a whole quart of it.
Mm-hmm. My mom takes honey because she's allergic to antibiotics. That's supposed to be a natural antibiotic.
Well, when I didn't ever have a cough or nothing with this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And, but I was craving honey. I mean, and when you're craving honey, you better drink it. You better use it. Because, honey's good for you and it's good for allergies and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a taste for it, and
Mm-hmm.
hell, I had a small jar of it in there by the bed, where I just get me a slug of it.
Yeah.
Boy, I have, Johnny. Cause I drink a lot of honey though.
What do you mean you drink it? That's too thick to drink, ain't it?
No, I turn it up just like you do a Coca-Cola.
Wow. Do you like the comb in it?
No,
I do.
no, you can't drink it with the cone in it. Cone,
No.
you got to chew it up and just take the cone out, take the wax out. Hey, Troy,
Well, what's going on in here?
not much. I was in the bed when I was talking on your live.
Now, I can't resist this, so I've got to ask.
Yeah.
Who in the hell told Jody it was a good idea to ball hamburger meat?
That's the way I've always made it. That's how I make my burgers.
I heard that last night, and I'm like, don't it turn out gray when you do? Jody, hamburger meat's not supposed to be gray.
I like it.
You boil hamburger meat, Jody?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Now, I got to tell you, Jody, I got much love for you, but bald hamburger meat, ooh, that's kind of rough.
That's the way I boil it for spaghetti and chili. And then I boil patties for hamburgers, for hamburger steak.
Go to bed, Alvin Lewis.
I think it's tasty.
Oh, my goodness.
Who said I need a moo? Alvin, me and you always kind of been on the same page now. You didn't turn the page on me, boy.
Oh, you know you got a moo moo. You know you're gonna forget to change clothes one of these nights. You get on one of these live.
Yep.
Jody got one on. She only got her neck showing.
Now I got on a Under Armour hoodie. I don't own a moo. I take that back. My mom gave me one for Christmas 2 years ago. It's in the closet.
You gonna wear it go fishing, ain't you?
It goes from my neck to my toes, I think.
Well, that's what I said. Now you gonna go fishing in one, and I'm gonna host while you fish in one.
I'm like, Mom, I said, why'd you give me that? She said, so you'd be covered.
So you'll be covered.
Yeah.
My mother used to wear them, and my grandmother.
Mm-hmm.
Mama would go 2 or 3 days without ever taking, because she didn't ever go nowhere.
Yeah.
And he wore the damn thing around the house. She had
Them more house shoes.
old raggedy house shoes.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all see me up there playing that fool game, trying to get
I saw you.
2 hours, and I gained 12 ounces. Ain't that something?
Yeah, I was watching. I watched a whole lot of it. I was in the bed. I was watching on my phone, and after you started, you shut it down and was talking to everybody. I watched a little of that, and then I tried to go to sleep. I couldn't, and I said, "Well, hell, let me get up." So me and Lucky got back up, and you done gone off then.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to do better at gaining 12 ounces. I'm gonna have a problem.
Well, when your next round?
6 days they do round 2.
Well, you're gonna have to go find you some more. The same lake?
Yeah, I hate that lake. I ain't never liked that lake. I always have trouble with that one lake. It's that one and that doggone other Lake Jordan. Them 2 lakes give me a fit.
I don't know nothing about it. Spoonful. You gotta take the top off and turn it up. Wrestling outfit. Alvin said his wrestling outfit he thought gave him a rash.
Yeah, I told Buck Williams he needed to help Alvin doctor that rash. There ain't no telling what I'll have to come up with. I'm fixing to tell you.
The CP raises honey bees. He got honey bees. I've been trying to get him to make some mead. I want to taste it.
He won't give you no honey off of it?
Yeah, I get some from him.
Yeah.
But he knows how to make all that beer and stuff, wine, and I want him to make some mead. That's what the Vikings used to drink.
Did you hear that Hog Leg has went to playing the truck driving game?
I heard it. They bought one. He said the other night he wasn't going to spend no money on no truck driving game.
He bought it.
Yeah, he was out of free. He was out of the demo. Now he bought it.
Yeah, I'm gonna send him a moo to go with it.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of lessons given the rash.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, David. Hog leg.
You want some Jello? You want some of that Jello, Troy?
What? Good God, is that Play-Doh or Jello?
That's Jello.
Did you make that?
Mm-hmm.
Good God, I see what James is talking about. What went wrong, Jody? Something went wrong, Jody.
Well, at first I used bottled water, and I thought maybe the water bottle was bad. And then I thought maybe the Jello, but I took a bite of it. It tasted soapy.
She ain't cleaned the dish out good.
Did you? Is that the first time you ever made Jello?
I've made it like only 2 or 3 times in my life. I don't eat it. I was making it for him.
Did he try that?
I didn't bring it because I know not to.
Making margaritas with a blender.
Mm.
She said it. She said it had the texture of gummy bears.
Mm-hmm.
It looked like something you scrub a pot with.
I know it looks like soap water.
It does. Golly.
Even them bubbles is hard.
You might as well throw that dish away, Jody. You done ruined that.
That dish may not come clean.
Nope.
Good night. Dave
I
Smith.
see. I see where Matt said he was gonna bring you a deer down there, Troy.
I wish he would. I sure could use one. I'm too doggone lazy to get out there and hunt. Well, I really ain't got a place to hunt anymore because brother and them sold the place. They wanted to buy a house. You know, he's on the back door of 52, and he's like 50. I said 52, but he's on the back door of 50, and they wanted to sell out and buy a house and asked me about how I felt about it. I said, well, I can't work the place, you know.
Yeah.
And I sure ain't gonna pay no $3,000 a gun. I can go to the store and buy a lot of meat for $3,000.
Yeah, that's true.
And that's about what it cost here to go kill one. So
Wow.
Yeah. Well, I got a buddy that's done killed 4. And I ain't seen a piece of meat.
well, Matt sent me the pictures of that deer he shot today. That's the closest I've ever seen to a perfect bow shot. I mean, that shot was just perfect.
Mm-hmm.
It don't get no better than that.
Hey, Lance.
But you know, I used to kill 2 every year.
Yeah, she tried it, David. Said it tastes soapy. That's a pretty good hint that dish wasn't clean.
It was clean, just not rinsed out good.
It wasn't that good.
Well, I'm gonna tell y'all something about bad food. Me and my dad took off to go down to Galveston. We went through this little old bitty town. There wasn't a whole lot to eat but a McDonald's. I just can't handle a McDonald's hamburger. So they had this little old place to eat, and we decided to stop. Whew. And we went in this little old hole in the wall place. And when I went in there, I wasn't too excited. I kind of looked around. The building looks familiar to me for some reason, but I know I'd never been there. So I went up there and looked at the buffet, and it really didn't look all that good. So I said, well, I'll get a bacon sandwich. Any idiot can fix a bacon sandwich without messing it up, right? Wrong. So the more I sat in there and I got to looking around, the more I kept thinking, I've seen this layout of this building before, but I ain't never been here.
Mm-hmm.
I told Dad before I left, I'm going to go to the bathroom. So I went back to the bathroom. I got to looking around back here, and I come out of there, and I told Daddy, I said, you know, I said, that doggone place right there looks like the old funeral home in that old town I used to work for the police force in. I said, look, the same layout. And he said, boy, you crazy.
Hmm.
So we stopped off at the gas station to get some gas, and the old man was in there, and I asked him, I said, hey, that little old restaurant down there in that blue building. He said, yeah, you mean that old funeral home down there?
Oh, yeah.
I, I told Daddy, I said, hey, you realize we just had lunch at the funeral home, don't you? I said, the kitchen is probably in embalming room.
More than likely.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, we never went back there again. That was the worst bacon sandwich that I ever eat. Uh, I don't know how anybody can mess up a bacon sandwich, but they
Yeah.
did.
You know, James won't let me fry bacon the other morning. He
He's
said it
afraid
cost,
he's afraid you had to catch the house on
he
fire.
said it cost too much for me to burn.
Yeah. That's what he said fishing the other night.
Yeah.
Well, I done told you, I done took to eating oatmeal in the morning for breakfast because them eggs is gone so doggone high.
Yeah.
Golly. Yep. I don't need to be eating eggs every morning anyway. I'm too fat as it is.
I thought eggs was good for you though.
They are, but I like to eat 3 or 4 a sitting.
Yeah.
Ain't not good for you to eat 3 or 4 at a time.
I figured protein's protein.
Well, yeah, but they got a lot of cholesterol in them,
Oh, okay.
but bacon is expensive. Yes, bacon is expensive. Good night.
I eat 2 eggs and 2 pieces of toast.
You see what David wrote? If you boiled hamburgers, I wouldn't let you cook the bacon either.
Jody, you may be the only woman I know that sounds like she's a worse cook than my wife.
I used to cook. It was never great. I'm not gonna say it was. It was edible though. Now it's not even. I went so long without cooking. I just can't seem to do it now.
You must eat out a lot.
I do, and I don't eat a lot of the night. Like I'll usually whatever I eat for lunch is about what I eat for the whole day. I usually don't
All
eat that
right.
much, eat the rest of the day.
Lance eats 6 eggs at a time. Says he needs to find a egg mama, not a sugar mama. If I eat 6 eggs at a time, I'd be so fat I couldn't get in this wheelchair every morning.
Yeah, when I eat eggs, I eat 4,
That's my problem. I like to eat a bunch of them.
but I don't eat eggs, but usually just on Sundays.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of egg, they have a new product out. I don't know if anybody knows about it, but they got a new product out, and it's a carton of stuff that's supposed to be an egg substitute for bacon, and it's supposed to work on all baking goods. And it's a total of 36 eggs in this carton, and they're supposed to be able to use it for baking.
Hmm.
Well, everything you bake's got eggs in it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All your baked goods is going up.
Yeah.
I boil a lot of eggs a diet, Will. I
I don't
feel you.
like boiled eggs.
I like pickled eggs.
I like deviled eggs.
I feel your pain. I'm on 1,200 calories a day. That ain't much.
I might make deviled eggs. I can eat that on low carb diet.
Hey,
I'm
Bub.
on I'm on a low everything diet. You
Yeah.
can't walk. You pretty much got to starve it all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
My problem is I can't give up pop.
Can't what?
Pop. I can't quit drinking it.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with that.
Sugar water.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do you drink diet?
Nope.
Yeah.
When I travel, I take pop with me. Well, if I go to people's houses, I'll take pop with me.
We know how much you love your pop. You like to beat Kenneth to death for drinking your Mountain Dew that time.
I've got like 4 6-packs in my truck right now.
Oh my gosh.
Well, that'll keep the weight on you now.
Sure
Yeah.
enough.
Like
Soft drinks are, man, they worse than drinking beer, really.
I
You
think
ever
that was on
tried you ever tried
sale.
you ever
4 for
tried
$2.
water enhancer? You should try
No,
that.
I don't like. I don't like that kind of stuff. I don't like Kool-Aid or nothing like that. I like apple juice.
But you like boiled hamburger meat.
Yeah.
Mm. I don't believe I've ever eaten boiled hamburger meat. I can't think of it. If
I
I had.
know I had.
I don't know. Remember seeing none boiling.
It's really good.
It looked to me like you boiled all the flavor out of it.
I don't know.
Well, I
Boiled ham.
like boiled hamburger meat. You what? Missy Kennedy says she likes boiled hamburger meat.
Well, there you go.
It must be a heel thing. Mountain.
Yes.
You boil potatoes and you boil neck bones. That take the flavor out of them.
That must be a mountain thing.
You gotta be because the flatlanders. I don't know no flatlanders that ever boiled hamburger meat.
Oh my.
Lance said his dog won't eat meat.
Boiled hamburger meat. I fed to a sick dog.
But no,
Did that dog die? Chicken and rice is good to feed a sick dog.
Is it?
Yes, I'm sure is. If a dog won't eat chicken and rice, he fixing to die.
Hmm. I rarely eat rice.
I would rather have potatoes, but I'll eat rice.
There's a chicken helper, sweet and sour chicken. I eat it sometimes. It's got rice in it.
I can't eat rice because it's too fattening. There's a lot of things I can't eat that's too fattening.
Yeah.
I ain't never gonna be skinny. I'm just trying to manage it.
Mm-hmm. I was in a chat the other day and they was talking about people being overweight, and Tim Molina wrote in chat, once you go fat, you never go back. I thought that was the funniest thing I'd read all day.
Yeah. I wonder where Tim is. He hadn't popped in here tonight. He usually.
Yeah.
Oh,
I spit my pop out when I read that. They just hit me, and I thought it was so funny. I was drinking some pop and spewed it out. Tim's funny. He's got some wit to him.
yeah. Yeah, that's right, Tex. Somebody finna eat that dog.
Oh my goodness. Lance and I went to the tiki bar tonight. Oh Lord.
Lance said he Hawaiian and there's white rice, Asian Hawaiian white rice is part of his he got to have it. Well Lance, Cajuns down there in South Louisiana, they the same way. And they can ride around a rice field. They can ride around a rice field in early July and tell exactly how much gumbo to make. They know how much rice that field gonna make, and they know exactly how much gumbo to make to take up all that rice. So they eat it too.
Yeah.
That's a good question, David. I'd like for her to answer that because that's the same thing my wife asked. How do you keep the hamburger patty from falling apart when you boil it?
It just stays together. I patty it out and put it in there.
Okay.
But you don't flip it till it's done on one side. If you flip it too early, it does fall apart. I usually put it in a pan with about that much water in it for hamburger meat.
Missy does not eat chicken, pork chops, steak, sausage, no grits, no cooked sweet taters or
What?
carrots. It's nasty. Do you eat?
I had steak today. I stopped at Ruby Tuesday on the way home.
Golly.
Damn cat.
I'm just gonna show you the claw.
You,
Yeah, I was.
you think you stopped messing with that cat.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he knocked one of them socks down on the floor, and I reached and put it back up there, and he swung it.
Yeah.
I had one that bite you.
This one will too.
And he
Hey, CBA.
he bite me. And then I'd smack him on the nose for biting me, trying to teach him not to bite. So he got smart. He thought, well, okay. He said, I'll show you, you old handicap. So he bite me and then he'd run
Yeah.
down to the end of the bed where I couldn't reach him.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought, yeah, I'm going to show you how smart you are. So I got my foot ready and he bit me and I knew he was fixing to do it. And he bit me and I went to swat at him and he run. And when he did, I flung that foot out there and kicked him off that bed.
Yeah. Yeah, I hadn't hit Lucky but about twice, and they were just reactions when he, because I ain't never done anything to him make him mean. He just mean.
Mm-hmm.
They just like to swipe at you. They like to play. They think they're playing, but they don't realize it hurts.
Yeah.
No, he ain't playing. He's trying to draw blood.
Yeah. See, I ain't never had an indoor cat. I might bring him in and pet him, but I always put him back outside.
Well, this is the only time this one's like this.
Mm-hmm.
I send Melissa pictures of him all the time in the mornings when I'm in there watching TV.
Mm-hmm.
And he lays on the floor with all his feet up in the air, and I play with him, and I take a little 10-second video and I send it to Melissa.
Mm-hmm.
And but when I'm on this computer and he's on that bed, that's the only time he's ever mean.
Yeah.
And he just does not allow me to reach over and touch him when he's on that bed. And now we're going on and getting in bed, and he's coming right on in there, and he's gonna get in that bed, and I can rub him just whatever, and he won't never. But when he's right here on the side of this bed, he's gonna try to get me.
He's jealous, wanting your attention.
No, he ain't even looking at me.
I know, but you're not giving him attention.
Well, I can't. If I reach over, he'll get me.
Mm-hmm. Here, kitty, 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 kitty. Here, kitty, 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 kitty.
Hey, Lucky. Hey, man. Hey, boy. Hey, Lucky boy. Lucky boy.
Hello, Air Rod.
Hey, Lucky boy. Hey, man. Shit. Man, he got them claws out, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what he's doing, waiting on me to do something dumb.
Mm-hmm.
And they laying on my socks. Man, I could put a shirt over there and he gonna get on my shirt. I mean, he's gonna be around me, but now he gonna try to knock blood out of me if I reach over there to touch him.
Yeah.
He's strange that way. And when I get up to leave, when I turn this light off in this computer,
Yeah.
I have to walk way around the edge of the bed because he swings at me the whole time I'm leaving.
Hmm.
All right, Lance. See you later.
I had a nap hit me just then. I went to jump off, go take a nap.
You don't have to take a nap or you'll be snoring.
Yeah, it hit me just then. So I'll catch you all a little later. If you're
All
still
right, Jody. See
all
you
right.
later.
We'll see
Bye,
you.
everybody.
Thank you for coming up.
All right. See you.
Well, let's see if anybody else wants to come up and join us. Where is Hogleg, Melissa?
I'm playing that game.
Yeah, Lucky's the reason you're a dog person. That's pretty good, Mark. Yeah, we've always been dog people too. We just these two cats we got just one of those things.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna get me a drink and a little dip of snuff. I'll be right back.
All right. He driving. He truck driving. Okay.
He's probably playing that game.
All right. See you, bud. Jello kicking in. I don't know about the boiled hamburger. Hey, Jello. 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 That was a pretty good one of blues today. Was today the last day? Was that the finals? I mean, that the final standings. I guess it was. I don't. I mean, 2 days is all it is, right? Well, that was that couple on the Licking River. They jumped on it pretty quick. I think they had 80 pounds of fish right off the get go.
That one that Danny Stone and Richard caught was a big one.
Yeah, I think they ended up in third place overall.
I was doing something and I had it on the TV up here and I had it on mute. I think I was on the phone. And I looked up and I seen Danny Stone getting a net and grunting and pulling it up over the side. And I'm like, good night, what's he got?
Yeah, Richard caught it, didn't he?
I don't think so.
Yeah. Yeah, they jumped up into third place overall, and I believe that's right, third overall. And then Pam was in second, and then Bobcat was in first.
I needed a big one on that game tonight.
Yeah. Catfish Viking got a 53. All right. See you later, bud. Thank you for stopping by.
You know, I caught one on that game last night in that same spot, weighed 17.
Well, you caught a good fish first round today. What, 13,
Yeah, I just couldn't
14, 13?
get it going for some reason. I don't know.
Mm. Yeah, somebody come on up. Come on up, Mark. Give us some intelligent
Yeah, because
information.
there ain't much intelligence going on up in here.
We need somebody to tell us something that we need to know.
Yeah. Come on up here, Bart, and tell us where we can get bacon half off.
Yeah, I watched Lance quite a while, and then I switched over and watched you, and then I watched Lance, and then I watched you. I couldn't ever get sleepy.
Well, if I don't put you to sleep, you're drinking too much coffee.
No, I don't drink. I drink one cup in the morning. That's about it. I don't know.
Well, my brother was here for 3 or 4 days. He stayed with me while my wife went to New York. I done conned him into going on another cruise.
Yeah, Mark.
You talked me into it.
There you go.
What's going on, fellas? Glad to see you're back, Steve. You don't know how glad I am to see you back, but
Well, I'm here. I don't know if I ain't all the way back, but I'm trying to make it go. My wife's fixing to go to New York as soon as school's out. Troy.
Yeah, my
Her,
wife just got back.
her and my two daughter-in-laws are going up there.
CB only works in multiplayer, Melissa, and the GPS. He's got to go get it in the garage. He's going to have to watch some YouTube videos.
Yeah, I didn't watch it text. I saw it was on, but I didn't pay much attention. I was watching that One of Blue.
yeah, I watched that for like 2 hours this morning. Then I had to do some stuff around the house. Well, not around the house, but for the family and that.
Yeah, what's the weather like up there, Mark? Is it cold?
Yeah, it was cold. It was like 27 degrees when I got home. Let me see what it's 30 degrees now. 50% chance of heavy snow. Where the heck did that come from?
California.
Snow all the way till tomorrow, 6 p.m. We could get a lot of snow. I gotta
They
go
say it's supposed to snow here next week. That's just what I need.
check out my boy Ryan Hall.
Last time it snowed here, I was done without electricity for 5 days.
Yeah. Yep, Missy, I am maxed out on my spending for jigs and stuff. Maxed out. Mr. Tiki Bar, man. Yeah, we went to a tiki bar tonight. Hello, everybody. What's going on? If I missed you in chat.
Solo.
We saw a blues band today, Steve. It was a pretty good band, too. It was a good time.
Oh yeah.
Except there was some weird guy that was dancing all by himself up there, and then his girlfriend came up there and asked me if I want. Well, we're not going to get into that. That's a story for another time.
Where was the band from?
Just a local band here, but they were pretty good. They were actually really good. So,
Playing
yeah,
the
it was
blues.
quite an eventful night, like they always seem to be when I go out. So,
Playing the blues. Lord, how much in Chicago? Well, that ain't unheard
that's
of.
not new for Chicago. You know that song from ZZ Top, "Jesus Loves Chicago." That's them singing about AM radio back in the day. They live in Texas, and in the middle of the night, they could get all the blues stations out of Chicago tuned in. That's what that song's about. So
We could get WLS out
Yep.
of Chicago after about 10 o'clock at night.
Yep, at night, then them AM signals will travel real far, but that kind of dates us, doesn't it, Steve?
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember Dick Bianca. Wasn't that his name? Bianca.
Yeah, Dick Bianca. Absolutely.
One of the nights right before they fired him or whatever, he called it WLS, world's loudest station.
Yeah, and Larry Lujak used to be on there too for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and a bunch of old timers.
And then on Sunday nights, just on Sunday nights, about 10:30, we could get that station out of New Orleans. Oh, it's still running. I can't remember well, whatever it was. And they played. They had all of the blues recordings on there. They had Mom's Mabley and they had Red Fox and Muddy Waters and John Lee Hooker. They had all of the really, really, really showing up
Yeah.
blues people in those days.
We
And
got Buddy Guys legends here, so if any big blues guys come through town, they always stop in there and play for Buddy.
mhm.
So if you ever want to see a show, that's pretty much the place to be. And there's a couple other places too. I used to work the door at some reggae bar. I think they closed it. I don't even recall the name. I did that for a little while. I met Ziggy Marley's son. I forgot what his name is, and a bunch of other guys. And the blues guys would come through there, and they'd play one of the. It's not as when you're playing in a genre like blues, it's not as lucrative as pop or anything like that. So
No,
if you can get a gig somewhere, you're going to play, whether it's a bowling alley or a tavern.
mhm. Yeah, that's right.
TX Tiger says, "Dear Penthouse Forums," from Mark.
You think so?
Yeah, I'm at that age where I know better.
Yeah, they got a
Did get a few drinks out. I did get a few drinks out of this situation, but that's another story.
There you go. Boy, I ain't had a drink in 2 weeks.
Well, once
Yeah,
you start
right.
feeling 100%, just go ahead and have you one.
I don't have a taste for it.
No,
Have you been-
that'll happen.
Have you been sick?
As a dog, man.
Hit
Really?
COVID, didn't you?
Yeah, I had COVID, but then the worst part was my back.
Oh, you did end up getting it?
Yeah, my wife got it, and
Well-
she had no trouble with it.
My COVID put my dad in the hospital. All right, real quick story about what happened with my dad. I know I've been kind of like leading on everybody, but on Christmas Day he fell and he laid there for 7 hours without any help. So I had to go once he was able to get somebody to call me. Me and my brother-in-law went out there and got him off the floor. Turns out that he might have had a heart attack while he was down there on the floor. They don't know because he never went to the hospital. A week later, he got COVID from my mother. That COVID made it so hard for him to breathe that he ended up in the hospital again, which is where they found that indicator, the heart attack indicator in his blood work.
Mm-hmm.
So we stayed in the hospital for like 4 days for that. He got home, hung around for 4 days, and then he had a diverticulitis attack. And diverticulitis will kill you if you got a tear, which he had. So he went into the hospital with that. They treated him with IV antibiotics. There was a little drama in the hospital that I was dealing with. There was a recovering addict in the bed next to him that I felt was a threat to my father's well-being. My father's 77 years old, and I got some 32-year-old, recovering addict who's just got out of the mental ward in the bed next to him. I had to take care of that. So I was dealing with that for that. It's just been a mess. That's what I've been doing for the last since Christmas, to be honest with you. So,
yeah, it's been going on quite a while.
I watched some of Chad's tournament today. I went and visited him, and then I got home, and then I met some friends out for dinner. We went out for Chinese food. We were going to go bowling, but obviously, they didn't think ahead of time. There's leagues on Saturday. So we went into the bar at the bowling alley, and they had the band there. It was pretty good. And then we ended up at another place here close to home. So we just got home a few minutes ago.
What did your dad get to come home?
He came home Thursday night at like 7 p.m. It was really weird release time. But at least he's home. He's happy to be home. And they got him on antibiotics for the next 2 weeks, I think. with a checkup coming up. So hopefully that'll get all worked out. But that's kind of been what he's doing. He's like, he takes after my grandmother's side of the family, and they'll live like forever and get sick forever in pain and suffering. You know what I mean? Where my grandfather's side of the family, it was like one day he just died. You know what I mean? So I kind of feel bad for him. Hopefully, and I don't mean to sound bad, but hopefully he doesn't suffer more than he has to through all of this stuff. But it don't look good. That diverticulitis is bad stuff. So.
Well, did they get him out of the room with the dope head?
Yeah, I got the dope head kicked out. Long story.
Good deal.
I took care of that. I don't mess around when it comes to family and loved ones. So. Oh, let me make sure I hit the like thumbs up, Melissa. There we go. Yeah, I did. So I'm good.
Well, I don't know. I don't really know how bad COVID is, but that medicine that they gave me was bad stuff. Man, boy, about that third day, I was so sick of that medicine. And I had 2 more days of it to take.
Oh, I think that stuff just affects people differently. I had it, and they put me on that antiviral, and it's like I had a light cold. I never did go to bed. I just got up, went on with my day. I drank a little NyQuil for my nose stuff, but some people get it, they just get.
Well, see, that's the way it was doing me before I went to get tested. Kay had it, and she was over it and gone back to work, so I went Friday to get tested. I wasn't feeling bad, but my back was I couldn't even stand up. But they give me that medicine, and that's when I got sick. Was taking that medicine. I wasn't sick.
You could have just picked it up when you went to go get that medicine, or when you went to go get it checked out. It could have happened anywhere, and it affects all people differently. I mean, I haven't had it, or at least I don't know if I've had it or not. You know what I mean? But I'm not going to be the guy that says it's good. It's no big deal, or it is a big deal.
Yeah.
All I can say is what's going through. My sister, her husband, and 2 kids, they've all been vaxxed, all that stuff, went through all of that, all the different booster shots and everything, and they got it worse than anybody, that I know.
Yeah. Well,
there's like no rhyme or reason of it.
That's my wife. I mean, she had all the boosters and all, but she didn't have any problem with it. And I don't think if I hadn't gone up there and gotten that medicine, I don't think I was going to have no problem with it. But they automatically put me on the medicine because Kay had it, and they ran a test, and I had already started taking the medicine when they called me and told me I tested positive. Well, I had gotten sick by the time they called me because it don't take that medicine but about 30 minutes, and you feel like hell. I'm telling you.
Well, they say that means it's working.
It worked.
Seriously, that's what a lot of people are saying. Once you take some of that medicine that they give you, once it goes after that stuff, that's your body attacking everything, using everything it's got to attack the sickness. So who knows? That's what they say. Nothing's been proved yet. So I got some opinions about this whole scenario, but we're not going to get into that.
Well, I got the same opinion, but my back was hurting me so bad that I just didn't need that medicine to make me feel no worse than my back. See, when you're going through a certain amount, at least me, when I go through a certain amount of pain, I get sick of my stomach. When the pain is so severe that I'll get sick of my stomach. I'll get queasy. And when I went up there to get tested and to give me some pain pills that Friday morning, I had already started getting queasy because I couldn't even stand up straight. I was walking bent over. And
what kind of pain are you talking, Steve?
Back pain. I've got an MRI Wednesday. I'm fixing to get my back worked on. But I got bone spurs and the bone on bone. And that pain was so severe that I was getting sick of my stomach. And I told the doctor that, but I also said that I need to get tested because Kay has gone through the stuff, the COVID, and so they said, well, we need to go on and start you on the medicine, get you on this medicine, and we'll call you with your test result. And I left there and went to the pharmacy, and I called the pharmacist. They got a drive-through, but I called David. I taught the kid in school, and when he was in high school, and I called him and told him, I said, man, David, I can't get out of my truck. I said, can y'all run this stuff out here to me? I said, I can't even reach up to do the window, the drive-through. So they did, and I paid them. I gave them my credit card, and they brought my thing back. And I took 3 of them pills sitting right there. And by the time I got home, which wasn't 15 minutes, I felt like, I felt bad.
You know, sometimes was it a painkiller or was it a muscle relaxer they gave you? Do you know, Coach?
Oh no, it's painkillers that I was, but I took.
They'll do that. If it was like a Norco or something like that, that'll mess up your stomach if you take that much.
But I took the 3. I took the 3 COVID pills. So you take 6 a day, 3 in the morning, 3 in the evening. That's the 3 pills I took was the COVID pills, and them things. I was hot, I was cold, I was hot, I was cold. I was sweating, and then I was freezing to death. I said, Lord, this is the worst stuff. And I wasn't having all that till I started taking the pills. And I was doing what Troy did. I keep a bottle of NyQuil by the bed, and I just take me a snort of that NyQuil and go back to sleep. But NyQuil cures anything wrong with me.
I told my wife, I said, give me a big shot of that. She said, you ain't supposed to take so much of it. I said, hell, the winos drink it all the time, sitting on the curb. It ain't going to kill you.
No, it just knock me out.
Yeah.
And I had the cold and flu stuff, and it was, it was fine. And but when I got home, that's when I can't take them pain pills and operate. I'd have just pulled up on the side of the road and gone to sleep. I imagine. Well, I take them pain pills and get in that bed, and it's got codeine in it, and that codeine makes me hallucinate. And boy, I have some, I have fun on them pain pills.
I understand.
Man. Oh boy. I've been taking those things for, I don't know. When I came home from that cancer surgery, they sent me home with 300 of them.
Man,
300.
Yeah.
It's funny you mention that, Steve. When I broke my ribs, right, I went to the urgent care. They wouldn't give me a darn thing. They told me to take ibuprofen. I'm like, you're out of your mind. So I just paid you all that money for this emergency care, and all you did was tell me to go home and take some ibuprofen.
Yeah.
Around here, they don't give out that stuff for nothing.
Well, I went home. I came in. They lasted, I don't know, 4 years.
What's going on, Matt?
4 or 5 years, and I finally ran out. And I told my doctor up there one day, I said, I need to get a prescription for some pain pills. She said, what's wrong with you? I said, there ain't nothing wrong with me. I said, but I don't want to get caught without them. If my back flares up on me. So she gave me a prescription for 20 of them. And I've been getting them redone 2 or 3 times a year. I don't take many of them. But I was down to 2 pills when I woke up Friday morning with that back. And now I was having to go to the doctor. Oh, Lord have mercy. But I told Kay about this stuff. I said, these damn pills got codeine. I'm allergic to codeine. I mean, they got hydrocodone or something under the name of them.
Uh-huh.
But the only time I take them is in the bed.
Yeah, that hydrocodone will mess you up. That's
Yeah, and they make me hallucinate. I mean, I dream and have woo more. Just woo, man.
a lot of people don't like that. I'm a strange duck when it comes to that. I'll enjoy the ride. I don't care if it's good or
I
bad.
enjoy it. I
It
really,
don't
I
matter
do.
to me.
You know, I could take them all the time. I could be an addict in a heartbeat. But anyway, Kay's got a rotator cuff problems, and here a year or so ago, she was having rotator cuff problems, and she does them exercises every day on that stretch band. And she said, "Where are those pain pills you got? I think I'm gonna try one." And she takes some of the antihistamines that one of them is about the size of a pinhead a lead pencil. And they'd knock me out for 10, 12 hours at a time. So she takes some stout muscle. So I gave her one of them. And she went to bed, and the next day she came in there. I was up already in there watching TV. She came in there. She said, "Lord have mercy." She said, "I've been all over the world." He said, "That pill, that damn pain pill, I've been hallucinating all night." I said, "I told you." I said, "They do me the same way." She said,
They
"Golly."
don't do all that to me, but when I'm not feeling well, whatever it is, whether it's even just a cold or whatever, I'm like a dog. I'll lay down not in a corner, but by myself, and it's just kind of like leave me alone. You hear all these women say that their husbands or their boyfriends are complainers. Me, just leave me alone.
Yeah. But that's the only one of them she's taking. She won't take no more of them. Well, yeah, I didn't.
You know,
I can take Advil and relieve. It helps that pain. It's that anti-inflammatory, and that's what's going on in my back. Is
That stuff's really bad for your liver, though, they say.
what's
well,
that?
Tylenol is.
But so is all the drinks I had tonight, so I can't be one to be talking.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, it's like anything else. It's moderation. I mean, I take one codeine in the morning and one at night, and they check me all the time, make sure I'm
Yeah.
good. But mine just basically it's just a light one. It's just basically to keep the back pain away. I tell you what, when I fell off that curve up there
Mm.
and broke my leg, I was back to fishing in 4 weeks. And it hurt. It hurt to sit in that chair all day, but I couldn't lay in that bed no more. But they give me some hydrocodone, and it knocked it out.
Yeah, they'll work pretty good. They'll get that pain to subside. So, I mean, I'm not that I'm comparing myself to you, Troy, but I can't sit like in this chair. I can't sit in a car for a long time. I just get, it's got to just be age. I just can't do it.
Hey, Bill.
Imagine how bad it is for you, man. That's got to be rough.
Well, I had got where there for a while where at 7, 8 o'clock at night I had to get out of this chair, and I mean I was just about ready to just keel over and die from back pain, and I lost that 30 pounds. Made a world of difference.
It does. When I lost I lost a heck of a lot of weight back in the day. I'm not even going to say, but a few years back. And what a difference. I'm thinking I'm just going to get back on it, and I need to I'm going to try and drop a few pounds now and see if
That's
that
why
makes me
that's why I'm in a battle to try to lose weight all the time, keep it off, because if I don't, I can't just lay in the bed all the time. I got to live.
Jody. You see what she's saying to me?
Mm-hmm.
You can't pay attention to Jody. She boils hamburger meats and makes concrete jello.
And use 25 rods. She throws a trot line out the back of her
That's
boat.
what I told her last night. I said,
Called herself a fisherwoman.
Just hang a trot line off the back of the boat and be done with it. Oh my God. Eat some more Vegemite. It'll toughen you up.
That coming from the woman who spent the day on the porcelain throne afterwards.
Ah. Mm.
Yeah, she took her nap. She back ready to go again.
Uh-huh.
It was what, like a 40-second nap? Oh my goodness. She must not be wearing her mask at night, her CPAP machine. What's up, Stephen Corley? What's up?
Hey, Steven. They y'all talking about that Vegemite being nasty. I've been watching them eating that fish over there in Sweden.
Oh my, I heard about that.
Stromastonia or some kind of something.
You know how much that stuff cost?
No, is it high?
I think it's about $60 a can.
For what?
For that old rotten fish that they trying to pass off on everybody to eat. I think if somebody tried to get hog leg to eat it.
I don't know which fish are you talking about?
It's some kind of canned rotten fish.
Sastromia or something like that.
That fermented shark from the Netherlands, somewhere over there.
They tell you not to open that stuff in the house.
Sweden.
Yeah, it says on the can, don't open it in the house.
Yeah, man.
Eat that.
You know, there's people out there that do all sorts of marketing. They put that stuff on there on purpose.
Oh yeah, Melissa's telling it now, trying to get him to do the rotten fish challenge. He said he'd pay hog leg. Ain't no way in the world.
I'm done doing those challenges. I'll do the hot challenges before I do those nasty challenges. That Vegemite wasn't horrible. I couldn't tell you what it tasted like. I've never tasted anything like it. It was just, it wasn't the taste. It was just the fact that it was just so hard it was hard to swallow. I was like, but I was fine afterwards. I mean, I kind of had that taste and that, smell in my nasal passages of it. And I mean, it's not the most horrible thing, but it wasn't pleasant,
Oh Lord. 7.5 hydrocodone once a day.
Yeah, that.
MRE, 10 years of MREs. I've never had an MRE. I thought about picking one up.
Good Lord, I have.
Yeah, CP loves to watch folks suffer.
Is that what it is? I noticed that about some people. They like to watch people suffer.
He bought all them hot things that Mike Turner was taking.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, CP bought all that stuff.
It's like I got somebody who's be showing me off a peach pie and expect me not to eat it. You got to be kidding me. Stuff like that. People like torturing other people and then making them eat all sorts of funky stuff. It goes both ways on all that.
Yeah.
Melissa says CP is a stinker.
Yeah, he liked to buck Mike Turner up.
What was the last stuff that Mike had? That hot nut challenge, something like that?
Oh yeah, that was CP. CP had those hot peanuts and he sent them to Mike. And Mike ate them on alive. And then CP sent him a gummy bear, wasn't it? Wasn't it that hot gummy bear? And Mike, he liked to sweat it out on that plane. Yeah. Yeah, he got him to eat it.
We're gonna feed that. They're gonna feed that to the wrong person one of these days. They're gonna drop dead on live.
Well, that gummy bear hurt Mike. I'm gonna tell you, man. See ya.
Hope your rash gets better, Alvin Lewis.
Good night, Alvin. I don't even want to ask. What's going on, Buck?
Alvin said his pink wrestling outfit didn't give him a rash.
Yeah, Matt says he's got that diverticulitis, so he's used to the pain from that. My dad says it's the worst pain he's ever been through. He's a tough old goat, too.
Oh my goodness.
I had a bunch of messages from people saying, "Are you going live tonight? You going live tonight?" I got home, I saw you were on. I'm like, phew, I don't have to go live tonight.
Well, I had I went to bed at 8 o'clock. I was watching all the Troy stuff in there in the bed. And then he got through at 10 o'clock or so, and I cut everything off and was laying in there asleep, trying to go to sleep. I got hungry, so I got up and made me a salad. And then I said, well, I'm wide awake now. So I came in here and started to lie.
I'm glad you did.
I got a message from Missy Kennedy the other night. Go live. I'm bored. I was headed to the bed.
Missy did a hell of a job on Panfish Nation. It was
She did a
fun.
good job.
I watched that. I enjoyed it.
She did a good job.
Yep. She was spouting off some good prices for y'all.
Oh Lord.
I still got to head over to Hobby Lobby and check out some of that stuff she mentioned. On my list to do.
I use a lot of stuff from Hobby Lobby too. I really do. It's just cheaper. It really is.
That Bugman had it too. Said the most pain he ever had.
Mm.
I had a friend of mine had it not too long ago. He said it's bad.
Is that your fan going, Steve?
No, it's not running. It's not running now. That I hear. It's not doing what it was doing.
It goes on and off, it sounds like. You know what?
Yeah.
Let me get them dogs down here. They're making all sorts of ruckus upstairs. I'll be right back.
That stuff that she showed the other night, I use a lot of that stuff. That doggone fish don't know whether that's what kind of hair that is on the back of that jig. He can't read.
What are you doing, Lucky? You got them turned around.
Oh Lord. Well, I think it's about time for this fat boy to go to the sack.
Lord have mercy, bud.
Troy's Moo Moo Fishing Show. Good Lord. I just started the Moo Moo trend now. You know that?
Well, I must have missed you wearing the moo-moo.
Well, I got it on now.
Oh, I thought they were just a plaid shirt.
That's what everybody used to think till somebody figured it out.
Oh, really?
Somebody say moo moo.
Yeah, my wife told me, she said, them people's going to think you don't ever change clothes. You got to say, I bought like 5 of these. It's the only color they had.
Yeah.
She says, them people's going to think you don't ever change clothes. I said, well, maybe they won't figure it out.
Yeah, Melissa, I got Micah Burkhardt on my show Monday night. I'm looking forward to talking to him. He got the Tennessee state record for the biggest blue cat. So I've had him waiting for a couple of weeks now. So I just figured I'd put that out there tonight before I went out.
I saw the thumbnail.
Thumbnails are hard when you're doing them for guests because guests don't have the kind of pictures you can take yourself, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I do what I can with them.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
Man.
Have a good night, bud.
See you later, bud.
Well, I'm gonna
See you, Matt.
let you old guys have it.
You
All
gonna
right.
leave me alone with him? I'm scared.
I am, and I'm gonna watch for like 10 minutes to see what kind of hell he puts you through before I go to sleep.
Nah, I ain't putting nobody through nothing.
Oh my goodness.
One of these days we're gonna get Melissa up here. I keep trying to get her
Well,
up
that'd
on
be
screen.
nice. That'd be nice. Oh my goodness. Well, I'm glad you got to see me, Steve Adams.
All right, Troy.
Let's see y'all.
Appreciate you taking the time.
Check this out, Steve. You got lucky. Look at what I got right there.
Oh yeah, look at yours. Uh-huh.
Yeah, they're so cute. Look at them.
She's up here like all the time. You guys would be surprised. I'll be doing my show and she's up here. Little knucklehead.
What in the world made you decide to get 2 of them?
All right, here goes the backstory.
I want to hear this story before I go.
My sponsor, my marina sponsor, breeds them, and he had a gaggle of them that would come out and greet me every time I'd bring my boat to launch. And he's like, "Hey, you want one?" I go, "You know what? We just lost a dog. Give me a couple weeks." I waited a couple weeks, went back there. He got rid of a bunch of them, right? So he had a few of them left, and he had these 2 females left, and I kind of fell in love with the one of them. And me and him did a little wheeling and dealing, and he really took good care of me. And we went there to pick the one up, and the 2 just were like 2 peas in a pod, and we couldn't take one without the other. And he's like, "Just take the other one." I'm like, "Done." So we ended up with 2.
There you go.
You see what Melissa wrote right there?
Yeah.
She says, "I'm waiting on them to send me my moo before I come on."
Oh, no moo-moos. Moo-moos are not attractive, Melissa. Don't wear a moo-moo.
Be looking for it in the mailbox. You're going to
You want to scare a man away? Put on a moo-moo and eat bonbons in bed. That's a good way of scaring a man.
You gonna regret typing that, Melissa. I can assure you of that. I'm going to bed. Let's see y'all.
All right, Troy.
Let's see if I can adjust this camera back so I ain't got to sit funny here. Once I see, I don't like moving it because once I do, I got to change it up all the time. So Melissa's laughing. It's the truth, Melissa. I don't know what to tell you.
Hog legged and bought out on that truck driving show.
You know, I thought about downloading that hunting game that Troy plays, but I don't know if I want to. I don't want to know if I want to give all that time. I got some big plans coming up for as soon as this weather breaks, and I don't want to pick up another bad habit like playing that hunting game. So
There you go.
I played video games for a long time, back up until about 10 or 15 years ago, and I know how much of a time suck they can be, at least for me. So I don't even bother. They're so realistic. You get all wrapped up trying to beat this or that, and
I never got into them. Now Kay got a Smurf farm. She started a Smurf farm about 10 years ago. And Lord have mercy. She I don't know what else. I don't know what she don't have on that Smurf farm. Smurf village or Smurf, whatever you call it. But I never have played any of those games. I play cards on the internet all the time. But
I'm trying to think I think I played Call of Duty last time. I got enough stuff that keeps my mind occupied.
there you go. Me too. I don't need nothing else.
And you know, I've been kind of trying to take a step back a little bit and live in the real world more than, you know, online here or there, and keep all of that stuff going. You know, with my channel and stuff, you're kind of forced to do it. But
Yeah.
you know, if I didn't have that, I'd probably back off even more.
I still watch those bands down there in Key West pretty regularly. Well, I watch them every day. Some. And it's slow season down there now. Not much going on. But That's about all I use. That, and I watch these YouTube videos. Bonbons to eat. Oh Lord, Melissa.
Oh, Melissa, you're breaking my heart. She's laughing at us, Coach.
I see. Troy gonna send her a movement.
I'm telling you.
He gonna call her bluff.
And then she's going to be on live in a moo.
Trendsetter. Yeah, I thought Troy was just wearing a plaid shirt. I knew he bought 4 of them, but I didn't know it was for moo.
I got a lot of black T-shirts. I wear them quite a while, so I can relate with Troy. So,
Yeah, Buck, they don't. Them women down there, they dress nice. I ain't seen any of them in bikinis. It's too late, Melissa. You already been called out.
we can see it in StreamYard, so all Steve has to do is highlight it, and it'll show up on the screen.
Yeah. Let me see.
There you go. She's going to call me there you go.
Yeah.
KP, what's up, buddy?
Hey, Kenneth. Come on, man.
Send him a link.
Yeah. Come on up, Kenneth. There's the link right there.
Melissa's asking for help. What do you need help with, Melissa?
Too late now.
So you going to make any of these meet and greets, Coach?
They're too far from me, Mark.
Yeah, the one in Tennessee is borderline too far for me. We'll see what happens. See if I can get talked into it. It's kind of what I'm waiting for. So
See, Chattanooga's 8 hours from me.
I think it's 10 hours nonstop for me.
Yeah, I just Louisville's further than that. I just can't I can't see me driving that far. Hell, I'm old, man. It's too damn. I ain't into that traveling. I need to be more at home.
I was into it a lot more when I was younger, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's right. I used to not think nothing about it when I was in my 40s and 50s. And even 60s. Hell, I drove to California. Well, Spokane.
I did nonstop all the way through Florida from here a couple of times back in the day. That's 24 hours nonstop. I got there, I was pretty tired, but I made it no problem.
Hey, Rebel.
What's up, 217? He's been in here for a little bit. Should have said hello to him earlier. Sorry, bud.
I missed him. Sometimes the chat flies through him pretty quick. Moo Melissa. Chrissy. I don't know, Mark. I sent Kenneth that link there. I guess he sees it.
Yeah, he'll see it. He'll come up if he wants. If he's not feeling up to it, we understand. I like to come up on chats when people either, ask me to. I don't always. It depends on what's going on here or how I'm feeling or whatever. But if I definitely see somebody struggling, or I know what it's like to be up there myself, I might as well go up there because I know who's in chat. I know who doesn't come up on screen and stuff.
There you go.
I don't claim to be some sort of guy that needs to be on there. I'm just helping some friends out. You know what I mean?
The link didn't work, he said.
I'll be.
Let me redo it.
Melissa wants you to take that down, but we're not.
I don't know how. I don't know how, Melissa. It's gonna have to stay up there. I don't know how to take it down. I don't know how. I don't want anybody to tell me how. Moo moo, Melissa. We'll see mail from Dallas to Georgia. It ought to be. Hey, it ought to be there in the next day, by early next week. Hey, Kenneth.
Hey, what's going on?
What's up, KP?
What you know, man?
How you feeling, bud?
I'm better, but I got up and sat in my chair about 30, 45 minutes and my back went to hurting, so I lay back down.
Oh no.
But
They give you something for that, bud?
I ain't went nowhere. I just been taking stuff here at home. But it's better. I can get up and walk around some, but I sit down, man, it goes to hurting. Have to come back and stretch out again. As long as I don't sit down, I can walk around, go in the kitchen, fix me something to eat or something, and stand up and eat. I'm all right. I said, I'm going to try to sit in my chair. So I went over and sat in my chair about, I don't know, maybe 30 minutes or so. I could feel it start twinging. By the time I got up and got back to the bed, man, it was hurting again bad.
Sorry to hear that, bud.
Hey, it'll get better. It takes time. It takes a couple of weeks. I've had it happen before. I'll be all right, man. It's getting better a little bit each day. It's getting better. But hey,
progress.
Yeah, that's the way it goes, Everything's good.
You should have came out with me tonight. I'd have straightened you out.
I hear you. I've been listening for a little while. I hear you doing the blues tonight. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man.
I had a good time. Did a
Man, I
little bit.
love some blues now.
Went to a Chinese restaurant and they got like a tiki bar in there. I had some like outrageously sweet drinks, which were pretty darn good. And then we backed it. We went over to this bowling alley. We were supposed to bowl. They had leagues. We ended up sitting in the bar watching a blues band. Enjoying some Jim Beam.
Hey, that's my drink right there, man.
And then we had we took another stop. So one of the people at the bar bought me one of them peanut butter whiskey shots. That was actually pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I've been kind of bad.
I ain't never heard of that, man.
It's called Screwball. They bought me a shot of this stuff that's peanut butter flavored whiskey. Pretty wild stuff.
Wow, man. I didn't even know they had that there. Much as I love peanut butter, I'm gonna try that.
Oh, you might like it a lot.
Yeah, put a little strawberry jelly in there with it.
Ooh,
it might be
talking.
PB&J jam right there.
I told y'all about infusing that bottle of vodka with a jalapeno pepper.
Oh yeah.
Man, that was pretty good stuff. Bloody Mary.
Hey, what do you think, Mark? We might get Steve hooked on that PB&J sandwich in a bottle.
He might. He absolutely might. You know what would be good? Just dip the rim of that shot glass in some strawberry preserves and fill it up with that peanut butter. There you go, man. Done.
Yeah, man. Now you're talking my language right there, man.
Done. That sounds good just thinking about it. I think I got an experiment to do here at home.
Yeah, sounds like I got to try to find the peanut butter liquor first.
Oh, I think it's everywhere now. It's a pretty big deal. All them crazy kids are drinking it.
Yeah, well, if the kids are buying it, they're selling plenty of it. They'll stock it everywhere.
You ain't kidding.
Yeah, I have to go to the liquor store and see if they got it.
I like that liquor store. I might have to steal that from you.
Yeah, this all you got to do is put peanut butter in a bottle of whiskey.
Yeah, that's
all you got to do.
That might work too, man. I don't know.
Well, that's all they're doing.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty partial to that honey whiskey too. That like Jack Daniel's.
Well, that's the
honey.
same thing. You
And that-
infuse that bottle of whiskey, take you a couple of snorts of it, and then fill it up with honey.
I
You
like
know what?
that wild turkey honey's
I was
pretty
just
good.
gonna say, one of the most underrated whiskeys out there is Wild Turkey. I don't care what anybody says.
Yep, wild turkey's a good whiskey.
Good whiskey, like it a lot.
They make it honey too, man. I got a bottle of that one time. I'm gonna tell you what, I hate to see the last drop go in the bottle.
I've had plenty of whiskey in my time too. We got a place over here called the Whiskey Bungalow, Kenneth.
Oh yeah.
I got 800 bottles of whiskey, and it's a dive bar. But the guy owns it. I mean, talking total dive bar. We're talking 6.5, maybe 7 foot ceilings in the place, right? So you know the kind
Right.
of joint I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
he just got a thing for whiskey, so he keeps buying it. And every Wednesday night, they got $5 samples of the like 3 of them that he buys. So for a while there, I was going over there tasting and sampling a bunch of them, but I don't do it like I used to. Once in a while. Last couple of months, we've been going out every other weekend, which isn't too bad.
Yeah. I cut back on drinking my whiskey when my sugar got worse, but I still
Mhm.
take a taste every now and then.
Yes, sir. That's pretty much where I stand now.
I go out some nights, have me a couple of drinks. It's been a long time since I've done that though. I'm boot
Well,
too.
if I ever make it out there, I'll bring you some. We'll partake.
Hey, that works for me. Burn a little fat on the grill, have a few drinks. Sound like a good time.
I was thinking about doing a lot more traveling this year. And I thought, if I could ever make it out that way, I wouldn't tell nobody that I'm heading out there. Would be like, Kenneth, get
Hey,
ready.
that'll work. That'll work, man.
I'll be there tomorrow, bud. We're going fishing.
That'll work. Bring it on, man.
Shoot, Mark, in the wintertime when you ought to be traveling, get away from all that.
I got to go
snow
too
and ice.
far. I mean, the problem is traveling in the winter. Like if I was to travel tonight, if we were getting all that snow, my boat would fill up with that snow. It gets too heavy, I'd bust a spring on that little boat.
Yeah, man. They talk like y'all gonna get some snow too, man. What I seen.
It looks like it.
Yeah. Yeah, you talk like a big snowstorm, man. As long as it stays west of the Appalachia, I'll be fine.
You know what? It's what today's January 22nd, right? We made it. We're almost through winter here.
Yeah.
Second, third week in February. It doesn't get real nice out here, but winter's pretty much done. So I
Yeah,
got what,
that's the way it is.
4 weeks at most. I can deal with that.
Yeah. Yeah. That's pretty the way it is. Sometimes we'll get something in March, but it doesn't stay here long. We get it.
I got plenty of other stuff to do. I've been working my butt off trying to figure out how to set up a shop on my website, and I might have to move the whole website over to somewhere that can handle it for me. And I got to get that done. I got a bunch of other stuff that I need to get done, and then CatCon's coming around at the end of February, and then we're gonna do some fishing. I got to make up some time here.
Yeah, man. I got to do a lot of fishing this year too. I want to do more than I've done the last few years. I got to get back into it, man. I done boat talk myself into trying to fix my boat myself.
Yeah, you have any idea how you're gonna go about that, bud?
Oh, well, I got a friend of mine said he'd take a look. He's pretty handy with stuff, and I've been watching the video. I got a video on this same motor, man, of taking the carbs off and cleaning them and putting them back on. The only thing I don't have is that tool they use to sync the carburetors together. And
I'm not familiar, so I wouldn't even know what you're talking about. I didn't realize there was a tool.
Once you clean them and put them back on, it's this machine that you hook to them, each carburetor, and you got to adjust it where it's a straight line all the way across. That sinks all the carburetors in together where they're getting the same amount of gas, same amount of air, and everything together, so they'll run together. And then you're good to go. But I got to try to find it too. But I noticed in that video they got an upgrade on my jets in my carburetor. And I'm gonna put that upgrade in a little bit bigger jet. It's supposed to keep it from being sluggish around about 2,500, 3,500 RPMs, which I noticed when I had the boat, it would do that. It would it start revving up, then it kind of hesitate and guggle a little bit, then it go and catch up and run. And all it is that them jets. It's a little bit bigger jets
Yep.
you put in there, and that thing will haul crap. So
You know,
that dude,
in a lot of newer motors, that whole mid-range power band does that.
yeah,
You know, that's why you'll see, you know, like Mercury has like 3 different types of, let's say 150 horsepower motors. They'll have the regular one, the XPS, and then they got, you know, the XPS, like high, I forget what it's called, the DTS and stuff. But
yeah,
kind of working that out. I mean, it has a lot to do with fuel economy and emissions and entry level pricing. So I think that has a lot to do with why that mid range suffers in a lot of newer motors.
yeah. Well, I've been looking at the videos, and it's 2 parts. One is taking it apart basically, and the second part is putting it back together and putting it back on and syncing the carburetor. And I've been looking at it. I don't look at it 2 or 3 times. And I'm gonna talk to my buddy. He said he'd look at it with me, and maybe between the 2 of us, he can use his hands, for mine's not that good. And I can use my expertise, and oh Lord, we're in trouble.
There you go. You can supervise, KP.
Yeah. So I figure we'll get together. I'll wait till the weather breaks and gets warmer.
As long as it gets done, hopefully you'll get that worked out because I want to see you on the water. I want to see you in that. I don't think I've ever seen that boat.
I got a short on it. Well, I did a walk around on it.
What's the model?
It's a skiff, Carolina skiff. 17 foot. It's a little over. It's like 17.6, almost 18 foot. It's on a console.
I'm looking at it right now. It's a nice boat, man.
Got a 40 horsepower one. It's all I need for fishing, man.
Yeah, you ain't. That ain't no joke. That 40 horsepower of mine works just fine. I mean,
Yeah.
I know I'm talking about getting a new boat and stuff, but if this is the last boat I ever owned, it would be just fine.
What I like about it, I can't carry no crowd with me. I carry one, sometimes 2. Now, if it's a 1-tonner, it'd just be me and a 1-tonner. I couldn't get no more than one tonner in there with me. And but that's all. I like to keep it small like that. But
Yeah.
I can put that in the river. I can carry it in the lake. I can go in back in deep in coves and shallow coves and stuff with it because it don't run that deep in the water.
What's going on, Daniel? How you doing, bud?
Hey Dan, what's up, bud?
Yeah,
So
the
it's,
most I ever take with me is like one person. You know, it'd be nice to
Yeah.
have more, you know, and then I got all sorts of other deals. So I don't know. We'll see. Maybe we'll get some more local fishing buddies around here. All the ones I got now, they're either having personal problems. I'm not.
yeah, I got a lot of friends like it too. He's going through some stuff.
You guys know what I mean.
Yeah. Well, I've been going through some stuff too, but I mean everybody does. That's life, you know.
Yeah, they're a heck of a lot younger than me too, so they got to go through the stuff like I did.
Yep.
That's the way I'm looking at it. I always tell them, I'm like, hey, if you need something, I'm here for you, but you got to straighten your shit out, get it figured out, and
that's right.
That's the best way for them to learn. So,
yep. You can't take care of people all the time. They have to learn to take care of themselves. Sometimes they got to stand on their own feet. Sometimes.
Daniel, how you doing, bud? Hey, I'm gonna let these dogs out here real quick. I'll be right back, guys.
Okay, man. How's your back doing, Coach?
It's coming back. It's I got an MRI for Wednesday.
Oh, okay.
And then I'm gonna get a surgeon or something. I'm gonna get somebody to work on it.
Yeah, I'm thinking about going to the chiropractor if it don't get better. It's getting better though, but I want to be able to walk around, sit down, and not hurt me that bad. You know.
Well, if I knew when mine was fitting to start hurting, that'd help. But I don't ever know what sets it off.
Oh, I don't either, man. It's like I went to bed that Thursday night. I woke up on Friday morning. I couldn't even get out of the bed. I done it in my sleep. Man.
That's exactly when it happened to me. Was Friday morning.
Yeah.
And but I got bone spurs. I got 2 of them vertebrae are touching.
Oh man, that ain't good.
The bone spurs are grown out and they're touching, and that's where I'm getting all that pain, bone on bone.
Yeah.
That my vertebrae and all that cartilage and all that is fine. There ain't nothing wrong with none of that. But growing and
You know how
damaged.
they can fix that? They fuse it together or something, or what?
Well, either they go in there and grind them things off, basically, or they got a process now where they can dissolve it sometimes. And I don't know. I ain't talked to a specialist yet. I'm waiting on all that. Once I get this MRI, and then I'll get a specialist, and he'll look at the MRI and he'll tell me what's up.
Yeah.
But something gonna be done because I ain't going no longer. This is getting where it's 4 or 5 times, 6 times a year now.
Mm,
Where it used to just be once or twice a year, maybe.
yeah.
Now it's done got too regular. And I've been on a 10-pound weight limit for years. And 10 pounds ain't nothing. And and it just seems like I can move wrong and it sets it off. It ain't got to pick nothing up, just move wrong. And so I got to get it fixed. Ain't no two ways about it. I can't handle it no more. Oh, I'm sitting up here talking to myself. Kenneth and fell out. Yeah. You back, Kenneth? I don't know. It shows you back. You muted, Kenneth? Yeah, it's my screen shows he's back, but I don't hear him saying nothing. Hey, CB, yeah.
What's up, CP? What's going on? Who are you looking for, bud?
Kenneth is something happened to him. He ain't talking.
Yeah, his internet goes in and out once in a while.
Yeah. Kenneth, you probably need to go out and try to come back in.
I'm looking at pictures on Google of Kenneth's boat. Yep, I heard a boop.
What about now, Kenneth?
Yeah, his internet comes and goes. What's up, DRB?
I'm gonna remove him and put the link down here again. Maybe he can come in that direction. Try that, Kenneth. Go hit the link and see what happens. What about now?
We were supposed to have flying cars by now, Coach, and we can't even get the internet right.
That's right. Yeah, we've been doing pretty good, Dan. Hey, damn river boy. Try the link up there, Kenneth, and see if that'll help you. Maybe you can come in that direction.
Sometimes it'll just take a while to work itself out. His neighbor might be watching some adult entertainment taking up all the bandwidth in his neighborhood. That'll happen too.
David, I don't know. I don't remember the model number anymore, but it's 18 foot. They make the hull in several different designs. One of them is an open hull with a center console, open hull with a side console, and then the bass boat setup. And that's what I've got is the bass boat with the storage up front, two big storage boxes up front, big deck on the back. It's 80 inches wide in the back, 22-inch sides. It's got the swooping front end, it rides good.
I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at Jody.
You woke up again.
She said,
And I can't remember the name of the model number, Dave.
When's the last time you had that boat out, Steve?
I don't even remember. You back in, Kenny? It's been quite a while. I crank it up every year, but I ain't taken it out.
Yep, he's still having a hard time. Dave is looking at an Express H19 model.
I don't remember what my model is. I've got the bass boat set up, and my son's got the side console open design.
I think they call those like a sport console, where it's just got it on the one side with no other second windshield. You mean?
Yeah, it's just got one windshield. Mine's just got one windshield.
Boats are nice, but they're a lot of work and they're a lot of expense. But
oh yeah, well I got it. Mine's got that 90 Yamaha on it, and that's been a great motor. It's a great boat. I mean, I enjoyed it, but I just don't trust myself out there on the water anymore.
I understand. That's one of the reasons why I want something with just a little wider beam. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
A little more stable, so I can get out on some bigger water. Because right now, as it is, I'll take it out almost anywhere. You know, but the problem is I'm going to make that mistake one time, and it's going to not be good. That is strange, Jody. Jody says, both my feet were asleep, and I was standing up, bent over on the... no comment, Jody.
Yeah, Yamaha's a good engine. Mine's a two-stroke, though, Dave. And
I think Kenneth just uses his phone, DRB, so he's probably safe from that. David understands I'm saying a wider boat, so I'm gonna get the biggest boat I can fit in my garage. We'll see. It's going to be a task to get the boat I want in there, but because I got a 20-foot garage, and the boat I'm looking for now it's 19 foot on the trailer. I think it's like 21 and a half. So if I angle it in there and take up like 2 spots in the garage, I can probably get it in there.
yeah. Mine, I don't know how long mine is on the trailer, but I know it's an 80-inch beam on the back, the back deck and all that. I got two seats mounted back there, and I got 3 pedestal seats, 3 pedestals. I put two, it comes with one dead in the center, and I put one on each side, and if I got somebody fishing with me, and then we set the umbrella in the middle on the back deck. But,
fishing in the shade is a heck of a lot nicer than fishing in that.
Down here in the summertime, you got to have some kind of shade.
Can only imagine. Yeah, Danimal, I park mine crooked now to get it in there. Just a little bit, not much, but I do have to put it in on an angle. And yeah, folding hitches, folding tongue on the trailer is a must, definitely. I thought about that, Buck, but the problem is I'd have to get rid of the only bathroom we got on this first floor to do that. Get away with that. It's all part of it. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I'd go bigger if I had a place. You know, I can find a place to store it, Coach, but the problem is I can't find any place that's willing to plug in the battery charger, you know?
Oh yeah,
If I
yeah.
got
So
2 or 3 trolling motors, they got to be on a charger constantly. They can't just,
that's
know,
right. See,
people
I don't
use
even,
solar panels for all that. I don't know. I'm not going to mess with that.
I don't even have a trolling motor on my boat. I sold it off the front of the boat in the showroom. And while they were putting it on there, fellow walked in. Well, they were taking it off. The dealer was taking it off. It came with the trolling motor up there. And he was taking it off, and fellow walked in the dealership and said, what you gonna do with that trolling motor? I said, they're gonna try to sell it for me. He said, what's wrong with it? I said, ain't nothing wrong with it, but I don't want no trolling motor. It's in the way. And he said, what you gonna ask for? And I said, 300. And he said, hold just a minute. And he left, and he wasn't long. He's back with 3 $100 bills. So he bought it right off the front of the boat. It was just in the way of the anchor rope for me. But yeah, I just had to put a new bilge pump in it this past spring. I noticed when I cranked it up, that the bilge pump wasn't working. And I took it apart, and it was it wouldn't even come on. It didn't seized up, so I put a new one in.
Yeah, DRB. The trailer tongues fold up. It does on mine now too. So we'll figure it out. We'll get it in there somehow. I might have to wait a while before I pick it up, but
I bought me one of them little 2-wheel dollies. So my driveway comes in the back of my house, and then there's a 90 up into my carport.
Uh-huh.
And I bought one of them little 2-wheel boat dollies.
Yeah.
That I bring it in there, back it in, unhook it, and then I get that boat dolly and push down, put it in the ball hitch, and you can wheel that thing around wherever you want.
All around. Yeah, those things work pretty good. I had one.
Yeah, they work really good.
I had a dual axle flatbed, like a 16-foot or an 18-foot, something like that. I don't remember. It's been a while. But I used to use one of them for that, because with a dual axle trailer, you ain't moving it very easily, and I had to get it into some tight spots to be able to keep it where I was keeping it. So I ended up buying one of them. It went with the trailer when I sold it. I sold that darn flatbed trailer. It had square rails on it rather than the C channel, so it went pretty quick. I sold it for $300 more than I paid for the darn thing.
Yeah. Well, you can put a trolling motor on a transfer mount, and it works just like a little booster motor. Just pushes you around. A
lot of the guys that troll for walleyes use them.
Yeah, I've got a transfer mount trolling motor. It's just in the utility room. I used to put it on a little old boat when I frog hunted.
Looks like Kenneth wants to put one on his. That's pretty good. If you're dragging baits and you're able to sit back there and control it, you're good to go.
Yeah, they make a bracket that'll hook that trolling motor, a transfer mount trolling motor, to your motor, and you just steer it with the steering wheel.
Did you see what Jody put down there?
Yeah, about going to sleep, laying over.
She said eggs was a mistake after eating that Jello.
Oh, she done cooked us some eggs.
Oh, Jody.
Oh, you can put a transfer mount. They sell them all day long. They just clamp back there on the back just like a regular motor would. Y'all getting along pretty good with two of them on there. We used to use squirrel hunt with out of boat, and also the frog hunt.
I don't know what a 17 thrust is.
That's the size of a trolling motor. Pretty good thrust. I don't know. I can't remember what this one is.
I got an 80 pounder right now.
That's 80-pound thrust.
Oh, it's 17-pound thrust. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Fuck. Mine will move my boat pretty quick. When it was brand new, it would move it at like 14.2, I think, and now it's down to 13 and a half. I think that it either needs a new prop or the motor's just kind of where it's at for being 3 years old.
Well, that's if I was to ever put that boat and get back into really serious catfishing out there on the river again, that's what I'd have me as a spot lock. And I'd do away with all that anchor rope and pulling the anchors and stuff.
Yeah, spot lock. If you got current and you're using spot lock with a drift sock, you're going to be fine. I've caught a lot of fish that way. It's just our river. The current's up at the beginning of the year, and it's as the summer goes, summer drifts away, it slows down.
Yeah. Well, we got current year round, but that spot lock worked good. It would work really good.
Jody tried making Jello tonight.
Oh, you ought to seen that Jello she made.
Where'd she show that off on?
In here.
Ugh.
It looked like gummy bears. And she actually tasted some of it. Said it tasted like soap. And then she done said that she been washing dishes, but she ain't been using a lot of water.
That'll do it.
And she done made Jello with soap in the dish.
Oh yeah, I did see. She mentioned earlier she was hand washing dishes over at Cool Cat's house.
She said it tasted like soap. It looked like soap. It looked like Dawn. Yeah, she made it. She ate it on TV, right up here on the big screen.
Wow. What color was it? What flavor
blue.
was it?
It was blue. Just like Dawn dishwashing liquid. Yeah. Yeah, it looked rough. Yeah, she lost me at boiling hamburgers too. And they come to find out that's
hold on. I'm texting somebody here real quick. She boils her hamburgers?
That's exactly what she said.
Why?
She boils a hamburger. She boils a hamburger steak. She boils all the hamburger meat. Boils it before she puts it on the bun.
You know, I'll boil hamburger meat when I'm getting it ready for my sick dogs with some rice.
I'm just telling you what she said, and then several people said there's places that sell boiled hamburgers, and they're really good.
Jody, you're a mess.
I never heard of it till tonight, though.
Yeah, maybe she said broil with that Tennessee accent to hers.
No, she said boiled. And several other people said that there's somebody that makes boiled hamburgers that makes a lot of money off of them.
Somebody said that I saw somebody talked about the first restaurant to make hamburgers boiled them somewhere in Wisconsin in Prairie du Chien or something like that.
I don't know. I know I ain't never heard of boiling hamburger meat though. What's broad?
You're a mess, Jody. You're a mess.
Well, it don't mean boil, that's for damn sure.
I heard her talk earlier about how it takes skill to fish 28 lines off the back of her boat.
Oh. Like a grilled cheese.
Not like a grilled cheese, Jody. Grilled cheese is different. Unless she's broiling her grilled cheeses in the oven.
Oh boy.
Now there's an idea for a live stream, Melissa. You teach her on live stream how to cook.
I do grilled cheese in a black skillet.
Heck yeah. I was feeling lazy a couple like last month. I tried making one in a air fryer. It didn't work so well.
You ever boil an egg in the microwave?
No, but I've smoked eggs, Steve, and they're delicious.
Smoke them.
In my smoker, and they come out and they look like they've been you peel them and they're the white is not white on the top. It's like brownish color from the smoke, and they
Put a
taste
whole egg in there?
whole egg, and they taste salty when you get them out. Man, they make some good egg salad or some deviled eggs with those smoked eggs. They're delicious. Oh yeah.
You boil them in the just heat then.
Yeah, they just cook like anything. I mean, heat is heat. You don't really need water. Water works really well and it's fast because it's uses convection because that water is rolling when you're boiling them. But if you got them in a smoker and you're cooking a 10 hour cook, whether it's, pork butt or brisket or whatever, there ain't no reason why you can't throw 6 or a dozen eggs in there, right?
Yeah. The only thing there is cost.
Well, yeah, no kidding these days. But it only takes like 45 minutes for them to be done. I call them like pitmaster snacks when I'm cooking. Always throwing something on the grill while I'm waiting for the rest of it to cook.
Right. I never heard of that. Now I might have to try that.
Yeah, next time you smoke it, try it. Your results may vary on how long you got to have them in there. You'll know you had them too long if you pull them out and you cut them in half and they got that little bit of green, not green, but that how it gets kind of green around the yolk. That means you've overcooked them.
Okay.
So just back it down the next time you try it.
Might have to try that. I always cook Italian sausage when I'm on the side.
Oh yeah, I'll always throw a piece of sausage in there too while I'm cooking it. Something about it really helps.
I like to do onion with a core onion and put some Worcestershire and butter in there.
Oh, that sounds good.
And put it in tinfoil. I love those onions cooked like that. Leave the top of it open where you can get that smoke in there.
Buck says he's made grilled cheese in the microwave oven. And microwave oven is good in a pinch. Same with that air fryer, so same thing. I like that air fryer because not only is it a little bit faster because it's convection, I got liners for it. There ain't nothing left to clean up when you're done.
Yeah, there you go. First thing, Melissa gonna teach you how to make Jell-O first. Hey, Dale.
Not Jody, I'm sorry. Melissa says, Paul, do y'all really think it's fixable? Can't she be taught how to cook? Absolutely not.
Fresh eggs unless you wash them first so shell can breathe. Yeah, well, learn something new every day.
Yeah. Once you quit learning, that's when it's over.
Thank you, Dale.
What's up, Dale? How you doing?
Yeah, I'm trying to make a little comeback. I'm anxious to get this back worked on, though. I know what I'm gonna be uneasy till I get all this tended to.
Hopefully it'll pass.
I'm sick of that pain.
Do you think about doing any rehab? They might be able to fix you that way too.
I don't know. I'm gonna go to sports medicine down in Jackson. They about the best around here, and see what the specialists tell me. You know, they might tell me that. I don't know. I mean, I looked at the X-ray, and there are two vertebrae out there, outside the vertebrae, they touch it. And compared to 6 years ago, where they had a good space between them, now the bones are touching out there.
Oh,
And
yeah, you need some work.
so something's got to be done there, because it ain't gonna get no better. And it's got to be pinching something.
Tiger says, yeah, fresh eggs don't need to be refrigerated until washed. Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah,
I hear you can keep them on a counter for like weeks and weeks and weeks.
No, I won't be drinking the water. That's for damn sure. Yeah, they've moved this. The sports medicine that the clinic is in Jackson proper, but the surgery, they built a new surgical unit out on it's Lakeland Drive. That's out east of Jackson. It's not in Jackson, so the water ought to be okay out there. You back, Kenny? No, he still ain't back. I believe he's muted.
No, I don't think so. You would see it if he was muted or if you muted him. No. Yeah, it is what it is. Kenneth's having a hard time. I got that good city internet here, so.
Yeah, well, mine either working or not, and it goes out from time to time, but no.
How bad's the water in Jackson?
Well, they don't have any. You know, it's typical Democrats.
Yep.
And the town I live in is Democrats, and just for instance, right out here, they building a new street, a 4-lane street. It's about a mile and a half. It's connecting. It's connecting two major thoroughfares. It's a north-south that they building, and we got streets in Greenville that you can't even drive on for the pothole. And now in 5 years, this new street they building gonna be all potholes. There ain't no money to fix it.
And that's just the way it goes.
That's just the way they run it. That's the way they run the city. Our infrastructure, the sewer and water is as old as this town is, and they ain't no money to fix it with. And that's the same thing with Jackson. See, Jackson lost all the tax base. All the people have moved away from Jackson. They moved outside to Madison, Flowood, Pearl, Brandon, Clinton. They done moved to the surrounding towns, and they got all nice stuff. Everything is beautiful, you know, nice buildings and nice streets, and everything is good. But Jackson, there ain't no tax base. They ain't got no money. And that's the same thing here in Greenville. Everybody, very few taxpayers live in Greenville. They all moved out in the county here over the last 25 years, and there ain't no tax base in town no more. But It's pretty simple. It's the same thing happens to Chicago with all the suburbs, and all that.
Yeah, the problem with Chicago is more of who's getting paid, and the people that are getting paid usually aren't the best companies for the job. It's the ones with the best
Well,
connections. So
we got a bunch of idiots that trying to. I mean, it's just awful what goes on in Greenland. It's crazy, and people trying to save the town and all, but it ain't no saving it. All they got to do is ride up and down 61 highway from Memphis to Vicksburg, and they'll see what happens.
yeah,
When
Dan, I don't think it's so much a political party thing as it is how a city's run.
yeah, they stole Dion's stuff as soon as he moved to Jackson State. When he was coaching at Jackson State, they done gone in and stole a bunch of stuff. And Dion couldn't even stay in Jackson.
I didn't realize Jackson was that bad.
Probably the number one crime rate in the United States per capita.
I don't know about all that. I saw a couple lists. Let's see. Is Kenneth back? Oh,
He's back now.
Finally got it to work.
There you go, knucklehead.
Yeah, keep on trying. First you don't succeed, keep punching buttons.
Keep punching buttons.
Yeah, man. I ain't mean to interrupt the conversation. Y'all go ahead. I'm listening.
Oh no, we're glad you came up here.
Yeah, Melissa, I saw that today. Y'all getting plenty of moisture in South Georgia. And we missed all of it. Jackson,
I kicked myself out. I was trying to get the chat to come up, and I hit the wrong button. It went berserk. Then my internet went out, and I'm like, crap.
Oh, did you have to reset it?
Yeah, I rebooted it. I cut my phone off, rebooted it, and it finally worked. Sometimes you just have to let these things sit, and I don't do that much. So my daughter told me anyway. She said, "Dad, you can't stay on it 24 hours a day, 7 days a week." I said, "Why not? That's what I'm paying for."
Exactly. You ain't paying for it just during business hours.
Yeah, she said, you need to cut it off and let it rest sometime. She said, "You need rest too, don't you?" I said, "No, not much."
Ain't nobody paying me to use me, so I ain't resting.
Yeah, very little rest I get. A couple, 3 hours a night, maybe. Sometimes I get lucky and get 5 or 6, but that's extraordinary. Just used to it, man. All them years of trucking, man.
Yeah, I've been hearing a lot of good things from people I know who tried that carnivore diet. But the problem is eating beef all the time adds up to a lot of cash. You think eggs are expensive. You guys seen what the price of steak is?
Yeah, I ain't eat a piece of beef, and I don't know when. I look at it in a grocery store, and I kind of smell it, So, man, that smells good. I just put it back. I said, I can't buy it this week. Maybe next week.
I understand.
I want to get me a big old brisket or a butt or something and smoke it. But once the weather breaks, well, I got to get an ash pan back in my smoker, man, in my char griller. I done burnt my ash pan out, man.
Just put it over the grass. It won't hurt nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, I might do that. Just start cooking primitive right off a fire, right on the ground.
That's kind of the best way to do it if you do it right.
Yep. I always use charcoal, and then I use different chunks of wood. I soak the wood in water to make it smoke.
Yeah, you don't even need to do that, Kenneth.
That's where I like to do it, though. I do a lot of that. Used to do it, though.
If it makes you happy and gives you a little more reassurance on how your meal's going to turn out, that's the way to do it. So,
it gives me a happy face. I love the smoke.
That's all that matters.
The smoke comes, all the neighbors come by. And they'll be calling me stuff. Man, what are you cooking up? It smells good. It smells like a barbecue pit. That's exactly what I'm doing. I got the barbecue grill going.
I had posted some pictures on Facebook one day. My next door neighbor came over and rang my doorbell after they seen that shit. They're like, "Hey, saw those pictures."
Yeah, I get them calling me all the time. What time we eating?
Mhm.
You just missed it. Well, come on over tomorrow. We'll do it again. You know. And I have had a couple neighbors come over. We sit on the back deck and I'll cook and we'll have a few little beverages and have us a big meal. I'll try to do more of that this year too. I used to have an annual fish fry every year. I did that for 5 or 6 years in a row, man, but then I quit doing it. But I need to go back doing that, man. I've had a bunch of people ask me about that.
You know,
Man,
it's funny you mention that because the people I went out with tonight, I've been promising them a crappie fish fry because they ain't never had crappie. But I got fillets in the freezer. But, first time I want to serve them something fresh. So I might make them wait a little while.
yeah, I hate.
Jody says, boil you some hamburgers.
But I'll fix it some Jello, put it in the freezer about a week ahead, right, Joe?
She's probably boiling them frozen Walmart ones too.
I like put fruit cocktail in my Jello. It's pretty good.
She's half asleep. She might try putting them in her burgers.
Uh-oh. Fruit cocktail burgers. Boiled burger.
She needs to let Melissa give her some lessons.
I think Jody pulling somebody's leg. She ain't raised no kids and have a husband all them years and not know how to cook. I
don't know, man. Chicken nuggets come in a bag.
And they sell them on every corner.
They do.
I think she can cook well if she lets on, though. I really do. I think the point is she don't want to cook no more. She done cooked all them years raising them kids. She said, heck with it. She ain't cooking no more.
Yeah, Jody, tell us what you did cook your kids. I'm curious.
She's in the bed.
It looks like it. Too much information.
She done fell out again. She's sitting out like having a powwow with her legs crossed. She gonna wake up. She got to roll her in the floor and unpry her legs.
We cornered her on what she fed her kids, and now she's ducking out. That's what's going on. She's like, I'm gone.
She gonna dream about boiled hamburgers.
Wake up outside in your moo-moo by the grill.
Yeah. She counting boiled hamburgers instead of sheep jumping over the stick.
I'll tell you what, before I boil a hamburger, I just make meatballs and fry it in the pan with make some gravy.
There you go.
Put some onions, peppers in it. Yeah, man. Mm-hmm.
By gravy, do you mean tomato sauce, or do you mean like regular gravy?
I can do either way. I can use the grease off of the meatballs, make a roux, or either just put a little tomato sauce in it.
That'll work.
I probably do both, man. That'd work out pretty good, Take it, make a little roux with the juice from the meatballs, then add some tomato juice in it, some onions and peppers. That'll work, man. Maybe some linguine noodles or something, and some garlic. Yeah, man.
Don't forget the garlic. You got to have plenty.
Mushroom.
Oh man, yeah. I got 4 or 5 old great big cloves of garlic in the refrigerator now, man.
Kenneth, you know what I had this week? I
that?
love them pickled asparagus, right? I'll buy them whenever I see them at the store. Ooh, I like them suckers. Like right now, I'm tempted to get up, go to the fridge. If I had some, I'd go get some.
I tell you something. The one time boys got me hooked on. I think Aaron was the first one to start eating, but then one time it turned me on to was pickled okra.
Oh boy,
never had it, but I'm not.
You never eaten pickled okra before, Kenny?
Yeah, I tear that stuff up, man. I get it all the time.
I'll try it. Only thing I won't try is calf fries.
Oh, you can't knock if you ain't tried it, man.
It's the principle, Kenneth.
Yeah, but you know.
You know what them calf fries are, don't you, bud?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know what they are.
Okay.
I'll eat a many of them. And I'll probably eat a many more.
Tim Molina in the house. What's up, Tim? How you doing, bud?
Hey, Tim, what's up? I can't see chat people, so I'm sorry.
Don't let it happen again.
Yeah, I try to make a habit of it. Yeah, there's no wrong with calf fries. You fix them right. I just don't want anybody to mess with my oysters. You know what I mean? I like to cook them myself, man.
What are you talking about? Real oysters? Or are you talking about Rocky Mountain oysters?
Rocky Mountain oysters, man.
Oh.
Rocky Mountain spring oyster. That's the big one.
You ever had rooster fries, Kenny?
No, I ain't no rooster had no fries you could eat.
Rooster fries.
I thought that was up in the comb around his head. How you eat that?
That's them rooster fries pretty good too now.
I ain't never tried them, man. I'm gonna have to investigate that.
Yeah, you used to be a fella at home that cooked them all the time, and he had a son my age, and they'd invite me over, and man, some salt and pepper and some ketchup, you can go to town on that thing.
Where them things are, you know? I hear you.
You talking about gizzards, or are you talking about actual
The rooster fries, rooster nuts?
But they're like up. I didn't even think they had them. I thought they were tiny and up inside.
They little old bitty things, and I don't know where you got them, but I guess from a slaughterhouse somewhere. I don't know where Mr. Joe got them rooster fries, but he cooked them 2 or 3 times a year.
Melissa wants me to teach you guys something, or teach Kenneth something. Kenneth, you ready?
What's that?
Repeat after me. Pecan.
Pecan.
Oh, there you go. She's probably pulling her hair out with that.
That's why I said it.
Turkey Testicle Festival.
Yeah, we used to have the Turkey Testicle Festival here every year before night before Thanksgiving, when all the kids come back from college. It's huge, like 1,000 people show up at this thing.
Yeah.
I like the pork ones the best. I done tried about every kind you can think of that I knew where they were anyway. But I like the pork the best.
Bunch of grown men sitting around eating balls, and not for me.
Hey man, it's good for you. Put hair on you.
Let's talk about oysters. Those I don't like either.
Oh, I love oysters too. I eat them on a half shell, man.
Man, yeah.
Ever have oysters Rockefeller? That looks kind of interesting. Never had them though.
They got these charbroiled oysters. Man,
that's kind of what we used to do. We used to buy them by the bushel and put them on the gas grill.
Yeah.
Just set them on the gas grill, put the grill on low, and let them simmer till they pop open.
Yeah, my wife charbroiled. I love them raw though. And I like to cook, but I like them raw.
I'll eat some baked clams any day of the week. I'm not a fan of regular oysters.
Oh, I tear clams up too. I like to make me like a clam chowder and put all kinds of seafood in it.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah, I call it a seafood chowder.
I take clams and I open them up, set them on like a cookie sheet, and fill them up with some Parmesan cheese, a little pat of butter in each one, and some breadcrumbs. Throw them in the oven. Hello,
man, you talking my language now, bud.
Whew, that's good.
Yeah, it sounds good. Huh. I love stuff like that, man. It ain't good for my gout, but I eat it. Pop me 2 or 3 gout pills, I'm good.
Yeah, I don't have no idea what Texas is talking about then. Coquinas.
I can't see it, so I don't know.
Coquinas. Coquinas.
I'm Googling that.
Never heard of it.
I'm Googling that.
Coquina.
Oh, it's another shellfish.
Uh,
I'm looking up the pronunciation. Hold on, let me play this.
coquinas. I never heard of it.
Coquina. Interesting. Coquina. Never heard of them.
Me neither. Are they anywhere in our section of the world, or are they somewhere else?
I don't know. It's a native to the Mediterranean and Atlantic coasts of Western Europe, as well as the Red Sea. They look like small clams, pretty much.
Well, they ought to be good then.
I'm not a big fan of mussels either. I'll eat them, but I'd rather have
Oh
clams.
man, I tear mussels up, buddy. I love a buffet we got mussels on. I had shells all in my plate.
Stacking them up to the ceiling, huh, Kenneth?
Hey, man. I had one lady come out and say, "You like the mussels?" I said, "Yeah, I love the mussels. I'll get some more." I had a plate full of number shell. They good for your joints, for arthritis and stuff too, and make you feel good. Or
They
do
always,
a backflip off a toilet.
you know, they always say some food is good for one thing or another, or for your masculinity, just if they want to get you to eat this stuff. I'm starting to think.
Oh yeah, probably so. But I know that them mussels do help your joints. I do know that because I've eaten enough of them. They did help my arthritis in my hand for about 2 or 3 days.
Hmm.
Yeah, didn't last long, but I got a little bit of relief off it. But man, I eat like 4 plates of number of mussels. I told you it brings up, man.
Yeah,
They
they
had a
always
good,
have them here at the Chinese buffet.
yeah, that's what this was, and it had it. I love that sauce they got on. That's
Yeah.
good stuff, man. I'm very due to hit the old Chinese buffet too. It's been a while. You used to go there and hit the Chinese buffet. It was, I don't know what it is now because it's been a while, but it used to be like $12 plus whatever you get to drink. Yeah, $15. You can eat all you can hold, man. But I'm sure it's probably more like 18 or 20 now.
I love me some crawfish too now, Melissa.
Oh man, them mud bugs is the way to go, man.
I've been known to kill a bunch of them.
Yeah, put that on a cracker, dude.
Put it in my etouffee, dude.
I raised crawfish one time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they not hard to raise. I was surprised. We had a 1 acre pond, and I stocked it with crawfish I caught out of road ditches. And damn cough.
You better go uncork a bottle, man.
And the second year we fed them 2 round bales. It was so many crawfish. Lord, mercy.
Get you something to drink, Coach. You need to uncork a bottle, man. That ain't strong enough there. If that's water, that'll make you choke.
So what have you been doing with yourself since you've been sick? Just laying low?
You talking to me?
Yeah, you knucklehead.
Well, I couldn't hear you for hacking. Coach was hacking. Just messing with. But I ain't been doing nothing, man. You kind of taking it easy, skipping around on YouTube. Tried doing a few little things around here. I set up on the side of the bed and fold some clothes and stuff like that. But I'm getting starting to get up a little bit longer now than what it was. But when I first had it, I couldn't even get her to bed, man. I mean, it was just like somebody stabbed me in the back with a knife, man. It's rough. Coach know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm getting a little better now, so the better I get, the more I move around. I want to get back and get to wearing my shoe regular on my foot and see how that does. I've been wearing that off and on in the house some, like they told me to, but I'm gonna start wearing it a little bit longer and see. It's been doing okay. I haven't had any trouble with it being sore or having any bruising or anything on it. So I'm gonna try wearing it a little bit longer now and see. I'm trying to get myself where I can wear it and run up that riverbank by springtime.
I hope that happens, bud.
I hope it does too, man. And I'm working on rehab. I'm starting to use hand weights and do all kind of stretching and exercising with hand weights up until my back went out. Once my back gets straight where I can do that again, I'm gonna get back to doing that. And probably about March, I'm gonna check into the gym, see what kind of membership things they got. And I want to start working. I ain't gonna do it now because everybody's doing a New Year's resolution. By March, everybody give up on it, you know.
Yeah, I thought maybe
I've been doing this. I've been doing this 2 or 3 months, and I gained 6 pounds. The hell with this, you know.
Well, I thought they banned you from the gym for bothering all them cute young girls.
Oh, I won't bother them unless they look at me and bat their eyes. Then they're in trouble.
I understand.
Yeah, I'm a perfect gentleman either way. I ain't gonna do nothing stupid. I just break out my suave and debonairness.
And you got plenty of that, bud.
I don't know where that ain't quite as keen as it used to be.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
Still hanging though, bud. Still hanging.
That's okay. We had our time.
That's the main thing. If I died today, don't cry for me. I'll have a good time in my life.
Yeah, I ain't done yet. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, I ain't done yet either, man. I want to keep on having, but I mean, if a good Lord says, "Hey, come on, bud, you done your time." No regrets, man. I'll be doing all right.
Tiger says, try you some stretches or Skechers Air Art shoes. Very comfortable.
Yeah, I had a pair of Skechers I used to wear all the time in the truck, man. They're the most comfortable shoes I ever had on. They want me to buy these diabetic shoes and put these inserts in, but all that is a money racket. That's bull crap. I ain't doing that again. I found out the hard way. I got a pair between the inserts and the shoes, $600 some, and insurance didn't pay for them. I had to pay for them. I ain't gonna do that no more. I'm just gonna get me a big wide shoe, and I'm gonna put them Dr. Scholl's gel inserts on them about every 3 months, and that's what I'm gonna wear.
Time to go dancing.
Yeah, it's time to shake your booty.
You should have seen the fool that was dancing tonight. One guy out there by himself. It was pretty comical.
He was just having a good time, huh?
He was loaded, Kenneth. Oh my goodness.
Oh, that's when you have a good time when you get very half smacked.
Yeah. I ain't gonna belittle him. I've been there, done that. I ain't gonna.
Oh, I have too, man. Been a while, but I have done it. But yeah, you get about half smacked upside the head, man. That's when you don't care. Then you get her down, work everything you got. Don't care who's laughing at you. Just have a good time.
Yeah, it's always better though when you got a lady to dance with. Dancing by
Oh
yourself.
yeah, that draws the attention off of you. Most people watch a lady dance for the wheel some old jughead anyway.
I never thought about it that way, but you sure got a point.
I know I would. I ain't gonna watch no knothead James. I'll watch a woman there.
Yeah, right, Coach?
Yeah, I went and got me some honey.
Oh, there you go.
Hey, you good up, Stopper. Yeah, man. I'd get like that sometimes. I get a scratching in my throat.
Yeah, that's what that was. This was
Yeah. That's all part of that COVID mess too, man. It's still in you. That stuff don't believe like talk about, man. You might get over it, but it's still in there.
It'll wear you out.
Yeah, no doubt. It has me. And some mornings I wake up, man, I can't even talk. I mean, y'all hear me some nights in the show. I can't even talk. I got a bug in my. I keep trying to clear my throat. I can't get it up. Can't get it to move. Finally, I'll get it up.
Yeah, I'll get like that if I eat chocolate. Chocolate messes me up for some reason. It don't stop me, but it'll give me almost like a smoker's hack, you know?
Cashew be that way.
What'd
Yeah,
you say, Coach?
A little bit of a nut allergy, I reckon.
cashews. He said.
Pecans do too. And I love both of them.
Oh, that's supposed to be a pecan.
Pecans.
Yeah, they might be, but they pecans, yeah.
And Melissa
Hey.
wants you to call it okra. Never heard it called okra before.
Yeah, some people call it say okra.
My grandma and grandpa called it okra.
That's what I call it, okra.
Yep, that's what they called it. They
That's all
didn't
I've
call it
heard.
okra. But I said, I'm going in here and checking okra. They said, check what? So we're going to check the okra. Oh, the okra. Yeah, go check that okra. It's probably be some out there. I said, okay.
I guess you know what gumbo is.
Oh,
Absolutely.
Do you know what gumbo translates to in Africa?
What's that?
Okra.
Oh,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's an African dish. It was developed in South Louisiana and South Carolina.
I put okra in mine when I fix it.
Oh yeah, that's what gumbo. That's what it
Yeah, that's what
translates
make it.
to. Is
Yeah,
okra.
make it good. I can't do like old Jerry Clower talk. They used to boil a pot of it, old slick slimy boiled okra. Say he eats it right there and dump it into the dogs, and they'd eat it so fast that one thought the other one eat it, and they go to fighting.
Yeah.
That stuff is slick and slimy.
My
Jody's
beer comes in a
back.
can.
I love it fried, better than fried though. I can tear that stuff up, man.
slimy.
I don't like it boiled, that's for sure.
Does my beer come in a can or a con? My beer comes in a bottle.
I like bottled better too. Somebody that glass makes it taste better. The best way I like it is off tap. I like it out of the keg. You got a little bit more punch to it.
If it ain't gumbo, if it ain't got okra in it.
No, it ain't, man. That's the main
All right,
ingredient.
let me ask you guys this. Is it chili without beans or only with beans?
Yeah, you can fix it either way, but I like beans in mine.
I don't put beans in my chili.
I like beans in mine.
I do too. Give me a little firepower. Fix me a big old pot of chili and invite friends over the next day after I eat it at night for dinner.
Oh Lord.
Speaking
Well,
of which,
yeah.
my buddy, he came over to pick me up tonight. He's like, before I forget, let me give you this. He hands me a big old massive. What are the big 2-quart jars? That mason jars, the big ones. Are they 2 quarts?
Half a gallon, yeah.
Half gallon of chili his wife made for me. I'm like, oh, thank her very much.
Dang. There you go, bud. He hooked you up right there.
Oh, he had nothing to do with it. His wife just gave him instructions.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kenneth.
Yeah.
I was listening to Daryl the other night talking about the get together up at Chattanooga. Ain't that the same one that you went to last year?
Yeah, that's it.
They talking about having a chili cook-off.
Yeah, he told me we're doing it Friday. I'll tell you how that come around.
Also called Fart Festival 2020.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's what's going to be Saturday. The chili cook-off supposed to be Friday night, Friday evening.
Well, I thought last year you carried a big pot of chili up there.
Well, that's what got it started. See, last year I carried my turkey cooker and I cooked a pot of chili down. But I said, I'm going to cook something, for everybody to eat. And I said, that's about as cheap as you can go. Just fix a chili. So that's what I did.
Yeah.
And everybody like, man, it's too hot for chili. But I'm going to tell you, they dive in on it. But Evans, what's his name?
Lee Evans.
Lee Evans. He was there. He told Daryl, he said, look, next year we need to have a chili cook-off. He said, I'm gonna teach Kenneth how to cook a chili. And Daryl said, well, that sounds like a good idea. So that's how that got started.
I got it.
So we'll see if Lee shows up to cook a chili this year or not. So we'll see.
Oh, somebody timed who out 7 times?
Who got time now?
Tim Molina got timed out. Dan River.
7 times.
Whoops, I'll be right back.
Damn rubber timed him out.
That's what they saying.
Why I can't get Chet come up? People can go to one side or the other. Let's see. Let's try this. There you go. I can see comments now. Now I can't see y'all on panel. That's the way it goes when I'm not in it.
Tim did fall asleep.
I'm sorry, I fell asleep.
Oh man.
Daniel said he's not blue, so he's not able to see that.
Can't tell who's blue and who ain't.
Now, when you run the live stream, everything's the same. You can't tell. Everything's the same color, just like me. Everything to me is white that I'm looking at in chat myself, but I'm not on. I'm on your panel, but I'm not in your link, so to speak, like you are. But you can't tell then either, unless you're on a PC. I think a PC is different than it, Mark.
It is. I can actually see chat while I'm looking at the StreamYard stream.
Yeah. Yeah, I got to get me some internet, man. I'm on a waiting list for 2 or 3 kinds of internet plans, but ain't nobody called me yet. I'm over here in the sticks, man. We ain't got nothing out here. I can get that satellite through the satellite dish, but they said it ain't that good, so I ain't gonna fool with it.
Yeah, I had it when it's not great.
Yeah, that's what everybody tells me. It goes dead all the time. A storm come up, you lose it and stuff like that. I don't want that crap.
If you ain't got a choice, it works pretty well. So
that's pretty much the only thing I got right now. But they talk like this fiber optic stuff's supposed to be coming up in here pretty soon.
You'll be golden. You have them Lyle Stokes speeds.
I heard that, man. That probably by the time it comes in, by the time I'll sell this place and move to the lake. But they got it down there. You can pay like $30 a month and get unlimited down there. So my sister-in-law said.
What? That Jody sent me a picture of her Jello. I can't. I'm closing that window.
It ain't that bad, is it? Good Lord.
Oh, it's bad.
Jody.
It did not look edible to me.
No.
I couldn't believe she took a bite of
it. Jody, you a trip, girl. That's bad when you can't fix Jello. Good Lord. That's all you gotta do is mix it in hot water and fix it itself.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
She didn't clean the soap out of the dish.
Well, good Lord, Jody, you know better than that. What the matter with you, girl? Always rinse your dishes. And why are you trying to save water? Is James that hard on you about using water? You got to rinse with hot water, too. Don't rinse with cold water. It don't do as good.
Jody's asleep, too.
She got one ear open and one eye open, and the other one closed. She's like an owl.
You're right, Melissa.
Jody's doing sleep yoga or something.
Frozen dome.
It looked rough.
All right, fellas, I'm going to step down. I'm getting sleepy. I'll hang out and chat for a little
Yeah, I'm getting sleepy myself.
All right, bud. Coach, anytime you want to shut it down, you do it, man. I was just up here hanging out with you guys.
Yeah, I'm going to go into chat real quick. Thanks for having me up, Coach. Kenneth,
Yeah, thank
good
you,
to
Mark.
talk to you, bud.
All right, buddy. Take care. We'll be talking with you.
Yeah, Kenneth, I think I'm fixing to try to lay down myself.
All right, bud. Roll. That works. Well, I
All right.
appreciate you having me up, man.
Yeah, man. I thank y'all for coming up and appreciate everybody stopping in.
Yeah, man. Y'all have a good one. And everybody in chat, have a good day. Love you. Every one of you. Y'all take care.
See everybody later.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.